Welcome to Scottish Swimming's official YouTube channel. No matter if you compete or participate in swimming, disability swimming, diving, synchro, open water, water polo or masters, if you are a teacher, tutor or coach, or simply interested in what we're up to, this is the place to find it, from wherever you are in the world. On our channel, you can watch our key events live or on demand, or simply the highlights afterwards, all for free 24/7. If you subscribe, you'll not miss any new videos, so what are you waiting for?
It's important that we ensure every child learns to swim for safety, health, fitness and fun.
I think it's really good bonding with your baby. I think you get that kind of, they completely rely on you in the water and you're supporting them. And it's also knowing that they're going to then have that life skill to take on with them. I think it's really important. So it's quite nice knowing that you're doing that for your child.
We've been coming to swimming lessons for about a year now, and when Sam started swimming he just wasn't confident at all. He was holding on to me, and we went to the baby and parent classes to start with, and then we've progressed to here, and his confidence, what he can do now in the water is amazing.
I think it's really important on a family aspect being able to swim so that your children can be safe with you, because if you're uneasy in the water, that's then portrayed over into your children as well. They pick up quite easily on that.
As a head teacher, I have to say I'm truly passionate about the children's swimming. In my 20 years here, it's the one sport that children have been involved in that I can truthfully say I have seen them grow and blossom in confidence in front of my eyes.
Going through, they're doing lessons from babies and then onwards, and then they get to that stage where they have all these skills. Then it opens up things like we have water polo groups that children go into, synchronised swimming and diving, because you can't try these things without being able to swim, so it opens up a huge amount of doors.
It's really important for children with disabilities to learn to swim. It can get them out of a wheelchair, it can get them supported in the water, enjoying the freedom of movement, and they're unique, these children, and they're on their own special journey. You know, and it's really important that the swimming teachers take them as far as they can on that journey.
I think it's important that every child learns to swim, one, from a safety aspect. As they get older, it's important that they know how to be safe in water, and two, the health benefits from swimming are incredible. Children's respiratory systems become stronger, their hearts are working, they're getting that exercise that they need, and they're learning all these life skills that encourages them to stay healthy throughout their elder years as well.
To swim age 5 at my local pool, and believe it's important for every child in Scotland to be given the opportunity to learn to swim before they leave primary school.
We need your support at both a local and a national level to ensure every child can swim in Scotland.
Swimming. Good evening and welcome to session 9 of the Scottish Gas Age Group Championships from Aberdeen Sports Village in the northeast of Scotland. I'm Jack McGill. A very warm welcome to you all, wherever you may be in the world, joining us for the third finals session of this championship, and it's been an exciting championship so far. Tonight's coverage is brought to you live and exclusively by Scottish Swimming in conjunction with the event partner Aberdeen Sports Village, sponsors Scottish Gas, Speedo and Scottish Salmon, and with the support of Sport Scotland. Joining me in the commentary booth this evening again is Kerry Buchan and Mark Campbell. Mark, delighted to welcome you back in this evening. How's your day been so far?
It's been all right, yeah, running about the warehouse at work, so a wee bit tired, but I'm sure this session will get me on my feet soon enough. I'm already on my feet. Going to try and watch as much of the pool as I can instead of looking at the screen tonight.
Well, you'll forgive Kerry and I if we don't join you on our feet. It's been a long day so far, a long second session this afternoon. So I think we're just enjoying a well-earned rest on the seat. Kerry, some good swims earlier on today. You've made some notes of what you're looking out for this evening.
Yeah, the first event is the girls, 400 free, and Katie Stark, who's known more for being a sprinter, did a really good heat swim this morning. And again, Charlotte Kiki Anderson is back in, so they'll be battling it out for the 15 to 16-year-old medals in that one.
Well, let's just take a quick look before the start of the first race at what's coming up. It's a packed schedule for you this evening. We can see there that we're starting this evening with the girls' 14-year-old 400 metre freestyle final. We then have the boys' freestyle finals to follow that. Then the 200 individual medley final for the girls. Then the boys go in the 200 metre backstroke. And then moving on to the second half of the session, we have the girls in the 50 free final, followed by the same event for the boys, and finishing off with the relays, first the 4x2 and then the 4x1. The swimmers are out nice and promptly for the start of this event. It's the 14-year-old final of the 400 metres freestyle. In lane 1, Katie McKenzie. In 2, Eve White. 3, Katrina Fowley. 4, Nikki Miller. 5, Sarah Branch. 6, Ailey Grant. 7, Kate McPhee. 8, Lauren Pirro. 9, Amy Hurd. And 10, Heather Mulvaney.
Here's an over 400 freestyle. Certainly the fastest into this final, Sarah Branch in lane number 5, swimmer representing Northampton. Not a Scot, so she won't contest the Scottish Championship, but she will of course be in the hunt for the title here at these championships here in Aberdeen. And very tight as they go through the first length. Lauren Pirrouet with that early lead, 30.38 through the first 50. And Ailey Grant, silver medalist in the 800. So we know she's got some stamina, but she's gone out pretty fast. Dundee City aquatic swimmer in lane number 6. Well, 5 and 6, side by side here. Sarah Branch and Ailey Grant. Could be maybe Sarah Branch just going to edge it there as they come to the 100 mark. Lauren Pirrouet still going well in the bronze medal position. A good turn there from Sarah Branch. That's taken her into the lead. 103.61 at that 100 mark, being chased now by Ailey Grant. Sarah Branch also a medalist in the 800. In fact, the gold medalist ahead of Ailey Grant. So it's the top 2 from that 800 freestyle earlier this week that are challenging now for the top 2 places. In third position, still Lauren Pirrouet, as they come to the 150 mark. Just about a second in it now, 1.1 second now. Sarah Branch with that lead, she just putting on the pressure now as they move through this race. What can Ailey Grant do? Sarah Branch's time was very much faster than the rest of the field, some 8 seconds faster. Certainly not the gap at the moment as they come to halfway. And just hanging on to the feet of Sarah Branch is Ailey Grant. But it is going to be the Northampton swimmer now extending that lead as they go through here. It's now just over 2 seconds. And coming through into third place, Catriona Fowley from North Ayrshire. She's now overtaken Lauren Ferrier, so the North Ayrshire swimmer down there in lane number 3 is in the medal positions as they just go past halfway here. Coming up to the 2:50 mark now. Looks like Sarah Branch is going to have another title to her name at the moment. I don't think anyone is going to catch the Northampton swimmer. Can Ailey Grant continue to hold this second position in this race and also the top Scot so far? But she is being pressed by Catriona Fowley from North Ayrshire now. That gap is closing between Ailey Grant in lane 6 and Catriona Fowley in lane number 3. But Sarah Branch now coming up now to the 300 mark. This is an excellent swim from the 14-year-old from Northampton. The lead extending all the time now. 3:20.92 the split. In second position, very, very tight for second there. 0.2 of a second. Ailey Grant just holding on. The Dundee City Aquatic swimmer and Catriona Fowley from North Ayrshire. They are going to fight out for the Scottish title and for the silver medal here, because Sarah Branch from Northampton looks like she is away and clear. The final turn now for Sarah Branch in lane number 5. The lead extended all the time. We saw the early lead from Lauren Ferrier on that first 50 metres, but when they got into the stroke, into the first 100, it's been Sarah Branch all the way, and it's going to be another title for Sarah Branch from Northampton. She comes home, but what a battle for second position now. Catriona Fowley and Ailey Grant. It may well be Catriona Fowley and Ailey Grant fighting the back now. Sarah Branch is going to take this one by a big margin in a time of 4:29. Who's going to get the silver medal and the Scottish title? All to play for, and it is Fowley will get it. 4:36.40.21 ahead of Ailey Grant. We will take the bronze medal, and a big improvement there for Catriona Fowley. 8 seconds faster than she did in the heats, and that will be enough for a silver medal, but Sarah Branch will claim the gold.
So Sarah Branch taking the first gold medal of the evening in the 14-year-old 400 metres. Mark, you were watching that race quite closely.
Yeah, Sarah Branch, such a good stroke. Only a wee bit quicker than this afternoon, but to come back and do it a 400 so quickly after the session is pretty decent. 4:28, again, really strong time for a 14-year-old. Her stroke was so consistent the whole way through. Leg, kick, arms, all the way.
So congratulations to Sarah. As you can see her finish there on the screen. Pleased with her evening's work. Let's take a look at the next event, the 15-16-year-olds, and run you through the lineup. Starting in lane 1, Emily Hewitson from Dumfries. Jessica Thompson of City of Aberdeen goes in 2. Chanel Snedden of First goes in 3. Charlotte Kiki Anderson of Hong Kong Island goes in 4. Katie Stark goes in 5. Meg Finnan, South Lanark in 6. Jennifer King, North Ayrshire in 7. Ailey Duthie, City of Aberdeen in 8. Lucy Illingworth, South Ayrshire in 9. And Lizzie Cleland of Best in 10. Mark, some talent in this race, and should be an interesting one. A lot of close times around the 4:29 mark going into this race. Yeah,
4 girls on 4:29 to be that close on a 400 is pretty unlikely, really. Such a long race, you usually separate out a wee bit more. 4:29 is the time to beat for these girls. See how many of them can go quicker.
So the 15-16-year-old girls 400 metre freestyle.
So the 15, 16-year-old girls in the 400 freestyle now. Katie Stark in lane number 5 was the fastest qualifier, 4:29.05, but my goodness, it was very close. A tenth of a second separating the top 3 from the heats this morning. Stark, Meg Finnan in lane 6. Charlotte Kiki Anderson in lane 4, the swimmer from Hong Kong. And also Jennifer King, only half a second behind Anderson and Meg Finnan. But Katie Stark, well, she started off pretty well here. Pretty much in a spearhead as they come down to the first 100. Looks like Katie Stark, the Warrender swimmer, may well just have a tiny edge here. Of course, she did win the 100 freestyle at these championships earlier in the week. So expect her to be out fast there. 102.42 for Katie Stark. Second position, only 2/10 of a second behind Charlotte Kiki Anderson, swimmer from Hong Kong. She won the 800 earlier. So expect her to be strong in the later stages of this race. Meg Finnan, also in lane number 6, silver medalist and Scottish champion in the 800. Of course, Charlotte Kiki Anderson representing Hong Kong. And up to the 150 mark, it's shaping up nicely here. Katie Stark still with the lead, Anderson in second, Meg Finnan not too far behind, just half a second separating the top 3 swimmers there. Chanel Sneddon in 4. Chanel Sneddon in lane number 3. Just challenging there for probably the bronze medal position, but the top 3 looking ominous here as they come to halfway. Katie Stark from Warrender. She is going to be in there in first position, 2:10.14. Kiki Anderson in second, 2:10.77. Meg Finnan in third, 2:10.83. Just halfway gone, long way to go yet. Can anyone force their way into the medal positions? Chanel Sneddon still going well in lane number 3. Also Jennifer King in lane number 7 from North Ayrshire. Not out of the medal positions at the moment. These 5 stretching away from the others now. But still in the centre of the 5, it's Katie Stark. They're all in formation here. Meg Finnan in second. Charlotte Kiki Anderson in third position. They come down to 300. Will we see anyone make a move as they go over at this turn? Looks like Meg Finnan just coming up on the shoulder now of Katie Stark. 2 swimmers in the centre lanes there. Katie Stark from Warrender, Meg Finnan, South Lanarkshire. It is still Stark. She has led right from the start of this race. Meg Finnan, silver medalist in the 800. She's in silver medal position at the moment. Katie Stark just holding on to that lead. Meg Finnan looks strong, you have to say. And also going well, Jennifer King in lane number 7. She's pulling herself up into third position ahead of Charlotte Kiki Anderson now. They come into the final turn now. Katie Stark, is she going to just hold this very slender lead? In fact, it is Meg Finnan who takes it by 9/100ths of a second there as they go over for the final 50 now. Well, I said Meg Finnan was looking strong, and she is still looking strong here. And she is edging away now from Katie Stark, the long-time leader from Warrender. What has Stark got left? What has Jennifer King got left? Stark just pulling really hard in the final stages now. Has Meg Finnan done enough? Katie Stark all on the touch, and it is Meg Finnan will take it. And what a race that was. My goodness, it was very close, wasn't it? 4:24.41 to 4:24.63. And Jennifer King came through very strongly in the closing stages for a bronze medal, 4:25.45.
So there's the official result. Meg Finnan in 4:24.41. Katie Stark just coming back strongly at the end there having led for much of the race, just 2/10 behind her mark. That was a fantastic race. It's really got the atmosphere going for this final session. Loads of Warrender fans out there cheering on Katie Stark.
Yeah, it was a really good race. Meg Finnan just sat on her shoulder the whole way, picked her moment, turned first at the 350 mark and just really extended her lead off of that wall. Some of the South Lanark team are up as well. See Coach Andy Figgins obviously been working her hard so she can do the 400. They're all up cheering. Huge Warrender support as well, which is brilliant.
Where did Meg Finnan win that race? She seemed to just be sitting on Katie's shoulder for much of the race, but there was never more than half a second in the split times between any of the top four, really.
Yeah, I think Meg Finnan just kind of stayed under the radar, never got phased by the early pace of Katie Stark. Knew exactly how she was going to swim it. At no point did she ever get phased or tie up. She just knew exactly how she was going to swim it, regardless of how anyone else was. So she planned her race to perfection.
So great victory there for Meg Finnan. Congratulations to her. We move swiftly on to the 17 and overs, and in lane 1 Alexandra Bryce goes for first. In lane 2 Alicia McCracken goes also for first. In lane 3 Connie Mackay for Ren 9C6. In lane 4 Rebecca Smith, Warrender. In lane 5 Zoe Giddon of Northampton. In lane 6 Abby Houston of Dumfries. In lane 7 Chelsea Lawson of Carnegie. Her teammate Zoe Mitchell goes in lane 8, and completing the lineup in lane 9 Mary High of Ren 96. That's your lineup for the 17 and over girls 400 metre freestyle.
Well, the girls 17 and over, 400 metres freestyle. So Northampton winner earlier, Sarah Branch. Can her teammate follow that up? Zoe Giddon in lane number 5 from Northampton. Fastest qualifier from the 8s this morning, but not much in it. Abby Houston in second position, just a 10 behind the swimmer from Northampton. And in fact, as they start down, Abby Houston has started the better. It's Houston in lane 6, first to the turn at the 50, and Zoe Giddon in second position. Well, again, we've seen swimmers who have already competed this week, and Abby Houston got that title in the 800 freestyle under her belt. Great support for these swimmers here. Abby Houston leading 101.99. Zoe Giddon in second position. Rebecca Smith it is in third from Warrender, ahead of Chelsea Lawson from Carnegie in fourth position. But Lawson and Rebecca Smith at the moment fighting for the minor medals, because Zoe Giddon and Abby Houston are well ahead of the rest of this field. Abby Houston, the Dumfries swimmer, she is going to lead. What Zoe Giddon got left here as they move into the halfway stage? It's around about a second, but the lead is at the moment. And at the moment, Zoe Giddon's the only one that can challenge Abby Houston to come up to the halfway marker, 200 metres. It's like a body length lead now for Abby Houston from Dumfries. She's going to go over in 2:08.41. Just about a second difference to Zoe Giddon, and a couple of seconds further back, Rebecca Smith. Just heading Chelsea Lawson. Warrender against Carnegie. So Zoe Giddon, the Northampton swimmer, is not a Scot, so she is fighting for the title here. The national title, but the Scottish champion looks like at the moment to be Abby Houston, and she may well claim both titles here because she has still got that second advantage over Zoe Giddon. still very close for third position. Rebecca Smith from Warrender. What has Chelsea Lawson got left? Can anyone move themselves into a medal position? They're coming now to the 300 mark. Can Zoe Giddon make a final push to challenge Abby Houston now? Abby Houston, well, the gap has been about a second all the way through, and it's just over a second now as Abby Houston just stretches away, really kicking hard now. Abby Houston, she's got 100 to go. Rebecca Smith stretching that lead in the bronze medal position, and Chelsea Lawson now under threat from the swimmer in lane number 2, Alicia McCracken from first, and also from Zoe Mitchell in lane number 8. We're coming up to the final turn now. Abby Houston, and the lead just about the same as it was with 100 to go, round about a second and a half. It doesn't look like anyone's going to catch Abby Houston now. In lane number 6, Zoe Giddon trying to come back, but it is going to be a silver medal for Zoe Giddon because Abby Houston from Dumfries, she took it out hard, she led from the start. She's going to win this by around about a second and a half. The gap didn't change much, and the gold will go to Abby Houston from Dumfries. Zoe Giddon in second. And in third position, Rebecca Smith from Warrender. And the long-time fourth place holder was Chelsea Lawson from Carnegie. So the way they finish, Houston, Giddon and Smith. That will be your medals.
So the official result confirmed: Abby Houston in the gold medal position, 4:22.39. Zoe Giddon coming in second, 4:23.78, and Rebecca Smith, 4:30.09, takes the bronze. Kerry, Abby led that from start to finish. She really never looked under any threat at all.
No, she just took it out from the start and then never seemed to tie up. Like Mark just said, there, great kick on the girls. So I think that just gave her the leverage to keep that pace up. And 4:22, that's a really good time as well. She went 29 this morning, so that's a great improvement from heat to final.
Just missed her there, unfortunately, coming in on the close-up camera. And now we have the first of the medal ceremonies, and this is the medal ceremony for the 14-year-olds in the 400-metre free.
Sports Village. Bronze medal, representing Dundee City Aquatics, Hayley Grant. Silver medal, representing North Ayrshire, Catriona Fowley. And the Scottish Gas Age Group Champion from Northampton, Sarah Branch. And our Scottish Gas National Champion is Katrina Fowley from North Ayrshire. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the medalists for the girls 15 to 16 400 metres freestyle. Bronze medal representing North Ayrshire, Jennifer King. Silver medalist representing Warrender, Katie Starr. And our Scottish Gas Age Group Champion representing South Lanarkshire, Meg Finnan.
So there we have the first two groups of medalists from this evening session, and Meg Finnan accepting a very hard-fought gold medal there in the 16-year-old age group. And finally, it's time for the 17 and overs to receive their medals.
Silver medal representing Northampton, Zoe Giddon. And our gold medalist and Scottish Gas age group champion representing Dumfries, Abby Houston. Our thanks to David Beattie for presenting the medals to the girls.
So the end of the 400 metres freestyle for girls, and time to turn our attention to the boys. And first up is the 15 and over category. And going in lane 1, Ewan Ronald of Northampton. And in lane 2, James Collier of Carnegie. In lane 3, Toby Douglas of Best. In lane 4, Jack Watson, City of Aberdeen. In lane 5, David McGregor, Dumfries. Oliver Kincart of Portsmouth North Sea goes in 6. Patrick Smith, South Ayrshire in 7. And completing the lineup, also from South Ayrshire, Richard Faulkner in 8 and Cameron Muir in 9. That's your lineup for the boys 15 and over 400 metre freestyle.
Angus Barr from South Lanarkshire off to a really fast start there. He was quick off the blocks, wasn't he? That's the boys' 15-year-old 400 freestyle. Well, we'll watch for Angus Barr. He's a man who's been in great form this year. He's by far the fastest into this final 4:10.60, some 6 seconds ahead of David McGregor from Dumfries, who goes next to him in lane number 6. Well, so Abby Houston from Dumfries in the previous final. Can David McGregor match the achievements of his teammate Abby Houston in winning the gold medal? David McGregor already 2 silver medals to his name at these championships, one behind Angus Barr in the 800 freestyle, one behind Craig McLean from Carnegie in the 200 freestyle. So looks like it's going to be a fight between these two. In third position at the moment, Jack Watson from City of Aberdeen. He is in lane number 4. Angus Barr looks strong, doesn't he? South Lanarkshire swimmer in lane number 5. Can anyone live with the pace of Angus Barr? Scottish age group record, 4 minutes point 52. Well, we'll keep an eye on the clock for that. Angus Barr gone out very, very fast here. Even McGregor struggling to hold pace with Barr. So McGregor from Dumfries, Angus Barr from South Lanarkshire already as they come to halfway. It's over a body length advantage for Angus Barr. Well, the clock is probably just going to tick over. Around about 2 minutes there for Angus Barr. 2 minutes point 19. McGregor about a second and a half behind him. And Jack Watson still in third position, 2:05.80. So looks like Jack Watson is probably going to fight it out for the bronze medal position already. This race has really got stretched there with the top 2 on a big advantage over the third and fourth place swimmers. And Jack Watson looking good, the home swimmer here from City of Aberdeen. But Angus Barr looking supreme in first position. McGregor in second. I don't think anyone is going to catch Angus Barr now. He's repping on around about 30 seconds there for that 50, so, well, is he going to challenge that record? I think it might just be out with his grasp there. 4 minutes, 0.52. You know what, he's not going to be too far away, but maybe just outside. We'll keep an eye on the clock, definitely. 4 minutes, 0.52. Be a sensational swim if he can manage that. Almost a negative split there. So David McGregor now in second position, but Angus Barr really stretching away now, and Jack Watson clear in third position. That looks like your medalist, but can Angus Barr challenge that record time of 4 minutes, 0.52? Well, it would be fantastic if he could. Angus Barr really won the 800. Is he going to follow that up with another record swim here? Angus Barr now heading for home now. He's clear ahead of David McGregor. 5-second advantage, and what a swim this is for Angus Barr. We'll keep an eye on the clock as he comes in. With the encouragement of the crowd here at the Aberdeen Sports Village. Into the last 5 now. What a swim this is for Angus Barr. Oh, great time there. 4:01.69 for Angus Barr. Wow. You know what? He went out in 2 minutes and he came back in 2 minutes as well for the second 200. So Angus Barr will take it, stretching away from David McGregor in the second half of that race. And Jack Watson from City of Aberdeen will claim the bronze medal in 4:17.76.
A fantastic swim there by Angus Barr. 4:01.69, the confirmed result on your screen. And David McGregor in second, Jack Watson in third. Apologies for the confusion at the start of that race. There was an amendment in the lineup. Oliver Kincart was not in the lineup. Angus Barr took his place in lane 5 with David McGregor moving to lane 6. Patrick Smith, as you may have noticed at the start, just twitching on the blocks, disqualified in lane 7. Mark, just looking at Angus Barr there in that race, they were talking, Paul Noble was talking in commentary about going for his own record. It wasn't quite on, but it was still a very impressive and very consistent swim, looking at his split times for each 100. Yeah,
it was a really good swim. He went out on 2 minutes, which isn't crazy fast considering his entry time's 4 minutes. But to hold on and go 2:01 in the second half is impressive. 29 in the last 50 is really fast. To have that much energy to come back is really good. He's obviously putting a lot of hard work in training to be able to do that. You see, that's 2 gold medals for South Lanark in the 400 free now, so they're obviously doing a lot of hard work.
Indeed, a good evening for them so far. We move on swiftly though to the second of the finals this evening in the men's, or boys I should say, 400 metre freestyle, 16 to 17 year olds. And in lane 1, Braden Hartleys goes for Birmingham. Scott MacArthur in lane 2 for Stirling. Callum Laurie for first in lane 3. Cameron Park, South Lanark, another South Lanark swimmer, in lane 4. Dominic Price for South Main in lane 5. Ross Gale for Ren 96 goes in 6. James Black of Warrender in 7. Matthew Paul of Northampton in 8. John Wright of North Ayrshire in 9. And completing the lineup on the far side, James Lauder, Heart of Midlothian, goes in lane 0. That's your lineup for the 16 to 17 year old 400 metre freestyle.
Well, this promises to be a good one here. The boys, 16-17, 400 metres freestyle. Tony Price from South Mainland. He's the fastest qualifier. Shetland swimmer in that centre lane, lane number 5, but he goes to the first 50. And is actually in 6th position, the man from Shetland in lane 5. Fastest from the heats, John Wright from North Ayrshire leads them through the first 50. Right out there in lane number 9. Everyone in a row here as they come down to the 100-metre mark. Nothing at all to choose between any of the swimmers here. John Wright from North Ayrshire may well be in first, although a lot of the action being taken place here in lanes 1 and 2. It is John Wright, North Ayrshire. Braden Hartles in 2nd position in lane 1. Scott MacArthur in 3rd place from Stirling. He goes in lane 2. So all the swimmers in the centre lanes wind this up as they go through the rest of this 400 freestyle. Early days yet, but a good start for John Wright from North Ayrshire. 58.86. He went out for the first 100. He still holds that lead. 130.40. Swimmers in the centre now. Just coming back into contention. Braden Hartle still in 2nd place in lane 1. But Cameron Park, he's looking good. South Lanarkshire swimmer in lane 4. Now moving into 3rd position. Swimmers in the centre now as they come to halfway. Coming back into contention now. Cameron Park in 4. James Black in 7, may well be in 2nd. Yes, and John Wright in 3rd position still, but just dropping back as the guys in the centre are trying to pull through here. Cameron Park though, looking good now. Donny Price and Ross Gale next to the leader at the moment, Cameron Park from South Lanarkshire, and James Black from Warrender. James Black, the champion in the 800 freestyle, the silver medalist in the 200 freestyle, in the red cap of Warrender. Cameron Park, no, still with the lead in that blue cap from South Lanarkshire. They're coming up now to the 300-metre turn. The swimmers in the centre of the pool, just stretching away from the early leaders as they come to the 300-metre turn. All the 4 swimmers there are just all bunching up here. What a finish this promises to be, all of them together. Only got 3 medalists in this one. It looks like it's going to come from the 4 swimmers in the centre of the pool now. James Black has taken the lead now, the Warrender swimmer in lane number 7. What has Donny Price got left in lane number 5? What has Ross Gale got left in lane number 6? And Cameron Park now in 2nd position. But James Black from Warrender, well, looking like he's timing this absolutely perfectly at the moment, although Ross Gale now trying to pull himself back into contention now. It is James Black from Warrender with a very slender lead now. Cameron Park has kicked off well from that turn, and he is now stretching for home now. Donny Price in 4th position next to him, and Ross Gale in 3rd place, pulling through in the 2nd now. But James Black from Warrender in the red cap of Warrender, looking across at the others as he approaches the finish. It's going to be gold for Warrender. Warrender take it with James Black, 408.86. 408.29, sorry, and Cameron Park in 2nd with 408.86. Ross Gale in 3rd, 408.92. A very close finish between the top 3 with Donny Price in 4th.
So their confirmation of that result. James Black taking gold in a time of 4:08.29. Mark, the split times in that race really tell their own story, out in 58.5 or thereabouts. And really, I think not just John Wright setting the early pace, but also maybe Cameron Park paying the price for that early pace.
Yeah, definitely tied up down that last length. Cameron Park, I think, was spotting the wall as soon as he came off that last 50. I think he was just dying to get to the wall. That last few strokes looked pretty painful, and James Black just went through him. Really good finish from him, but would be better for the guys to pace it a wee bit better maybe in the future.
Indeed, but James Black of Warrender is victorious in the 16 to 17-year-old, and it means we move swiftly on to the 18 and over final And what a race we have for you here. One of the races that Kerry Buchan has been looking forward to all day. And here's the lineup. In lane 1, going for Ren 96, Ross McDonald. In lane 2, Stuart McIntosh, City of Aberdeen. In lane 3, Joe Steele, South Aberdeen. In lane 4, Ian Porteous, City of Glasgow. In lane 5, Felix Gifford, City of Aberdeen. In lane 6, Mark Sharanek, Carnegie. In lane 7, Cameron Smith, Edinburgh Uni. In lane 8, Chris Lowther, City of Glasgow. In lane 9, Matthew Anderson of Warrender. And finally, in lane 0, Graham Brown of South Ayrshire. Just a very quick word, Mark, on this race. It's one of the most hotly contested of the night.
Yeah, definitely. These guys were going a wee bit easy this morning, so expect a lot of them to go a lot faster. My bet's on Stuart McIntosh in lane 2, but we'll see.
Well, no swimmer taking the start in lane 10. But the others are all present and vying for the title here in the 18 and over 400 metres freestyle. Now Felix Gifford with his 407.33, the fastest into the final this evening. Mark Sharanek just 0.8 of a second behind him in lane number 6, and it's Sharanek and Gifford have gone out pretty fast in the opening stages of this 400. Some great 400 metre racing already this evening. This is the final 400 final of tonight. And Sharanek dominant at the moment, 57.01 in the turn. Cameron Smith in second position. And Stuart McIntosh in third position. So the Carnegie swimmer leads them. Second place, Cameron Smith, Edinburgh University, and Stuart McIntosh in third from City of Aberdeen. Sharanek now coming up to the 150 mark now, and keep an eye on there. He's about a second advantage now, and that's stretching all the time now. Almost 2 seconds is the lead. Sharanek in lane 6, and the man right next to him, just 1 lane up, Cameron Smith from Edinburgh University. He is in second. And also Chris Lowther going well next to Cameron Smith. Chris Lowther from City of Glasgow on the shoulder of Smith, but it's Sharanek now at halfway. Very close for second, Cameron Smith it is. Ian Porteous doing well from City of Glasgow. And he's only 5 100s ahead of Stuart McIntosh, so all to play for the minor medals at the moment. We are only at halfway. Mark Sharanek with this dominant lead so far. Mark Sharanek already the champion in 100 butterfly. Can he double up? Can it be second individual gold of these championships? Looking that way at the moment. Ian Porteous has gone well in lane number 4, pulling himself back into second position now. City of Glasgow swimmer as they come up now to the 300 mark. It's a great fight for the minor medals here. Mark Sharanek with that clear lead there. But Ian Porteous, well, he's coming back all the time. Could he challenge there as they go over the last 100? Mark Sharanek from Carnegie. Really well supported by the Carnegie fans in the crowd here. He's not going to have it all his own way. He's got a lead. He will surely hold on, Mark Sharanek. But they are closing up, you know. Ian Porteous from City of Glasgow. And also Chris Lowther, the 2 City of Glasgow swimmers, really pulling back now. And Stuart McIntosh also in the mix now. The lead is not quite as much as Mark Sharanek would like it. It's only half a second Mark Sharanek has led this all the way. Is he going to be pipped to the post? Ian Porteous now for City of Glasgow, pulling up alongside Mark Sharanek. They come now to the last 10 metres, and it's going to be Ian Porteous. What a victory this will be for Porteous in 4:02.60. Mark Sharanek, the long-term leader, has to settle for silver, 4:03.46, and Stuart McIntosh from City of Aberdeen will claim the bronze.
So Mark Sharanek just swum out of it at the end. A fantastic race by Ian Porteous, a good tactical race by Ian Porteous. Kerry, talk us through that race.
I thought Mark looked great on that first 200 going out 158, and I thought he looked pretty comfortable, but he just seemed to lose the energy in that, especially in that last 100, and Ian Porteous just was slowly passing him, and on that last 50 just overtook him. So yeah, I wouldn't say it's badly paced, but I think he tied up more than he thought he would there. But greatly paced by Porteous.
Yeah, great pace by Porteous coming in at the end, and it just tying up. But interestingly, looking at the times, you know, Angus Barr swam a faster time than anybody, but of course he went out that little bit slower. And you know, in the last two finals, on both occasions, we've seen the early pace setter setting quick first 50s, quick first 100s, and then paying the price at the end of the race.
Exactly. I mean, sometimes that does pay off if you've got that strength, but it didn't seem to pay off for Mark in that final there.
So here are the medalists now for the 15-year-old and Angus Barr we were just talking about, and there you can see him on your screen collecting his gold medal with David McGregor in silver and Jack Watson taking the bronze. And now time for the 16, 17-year-olds to collect their medals. In bronze position from Ren 96 is Ross Gale. Cameron Park collects his silver medal, representing South Lanark. And this year's Scottish Gas Age Group champion is James Black of Warrender. And finally, the most recent of the finals we've just seen. In bronze medal position Stuart McIntosh of City of Aberdeen. In silver, Mark Sharanek. And with that terrific, well-judged swim, Ian Porteous is this year's champion, representing City of Glasgow. Congratulations, Ian. Interestingly, Kerry, just going back to that race, we saw a picture of John Sharanek, coach of Carnegie, and obviously Mark's father, and just on that, it was just as he started the second 100, maybe halfway through that length, and we cut away to a shot of him, and there was something about his body language that just said, I'm anxious about this. I wonder if he could tell at that point that he hadn't quite nailed it.
I think with how well John will know Mark, he'll know when he's tired, he'll know when his stroke's falling apart. So I think he had an inkling that Mark was tiring probably faster than he expected. So I think that's what that anxious look was about. But still not a bad time for Mark. So and he's had a lot of races so far, I think. So he won't be too disappointed.
He has, and it is always something that amazes me, I have to say, Kerry, is the stamina of these swimmers. It's just quite remarkable. The event also does not pause, it carries on regardless, and our next event is the girls 200 metre IM. In lane 1, Lucy Williamson of Highland. In lane 2, Ailsa McDonald, Leicester Penguins. In lane 3, Erin Snow, South Lanark. In lane 4, Kiana McInnes, Heart of Midlothian. In lane 5, Katie Robertson, South Ayrshire. In lane 6, Emma Harvey of Warrender. Lane 7, Laura McCluskey, Borough Stockton. Elise Green of Elgin goes in 8. Morven Adams of Dundee City Aquatics in 9. And Sophie Smith of St Thomas in 10. A lot of good swimmers in this race. Katie Robertson in particular, we saw yesterday. Sophie Smith we've already seen today as well. And of course Kiana McInnes, who swam so well on day 1. Katie Robertson, there just seems to be a slight pause. Katie Robertson, Kerry, very quickly, is she as good an all-rounder as she is a breaststroker?
She is a fairly good all-rounder, but I watched her this morning and she just passed everyone on that breaststroke leg, so expect her to go flying past people on that third leg. And then Kiana McInnes, she's a good butterflyer and backstroker, so she'll be taking it out, and then she'll have to watch for Katie coming after her on that breaststroke leg.
Not for the first time today. A slight pause in proceedings. It's a sort of commentator's curse, Kerry, that the moment I say it carries on relentlessly,
Yeah.
it stops.
Everything stops.
Everything stops.
Yeah.
Everything stops.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is just what happens at major swim meets.
You can see, you know, you look at the girls in the blocks, there's just the twitch, the goggles come off, the goggles go back on, the thighs just tremble a little bit, everybody just keeping warm, everybody just keeping limber.
It's interesting to see what each individual does.
And one of the swimmers, the swimmer in lane 1, in fact,
Lucy
Williamson of Highland was missing. She's now in position and the girls are ready to go. The first final of the girls 200 metre IM.
A little bit of a delay to the start there of this girls 10 to 12 years at 200 metres individual medley. Not sure what happened there with Lucy Williamson from Highland, but she's there, she's at the start. And she goes in lane number 1. Currently favourite for this one, Katie Robertson in lane number 5. Saw her swim great 100 breaststroke, very dominant on the breaststroke leg. So we'll watch for her as they come down here on the backstroke leg. They'll change on to breaststroke, and that's where we expect Katie Robinson to really stamp her authority on this event. Of course, a lot can happen in 200 metres individual medley. All the swimmers with their specialist strokes here. It's a 3 in the middle. Stretching away at the moment, Kiana McInnes, Katie Robertson, and Emma Harvey also going well. Sophie Smith out there in lane number 10 in 4th position. So can Sophie Smith, well, can she challenge from the outside lane? We've seen her in record-breaking form in the distance freestyle, so if she is in contention when they come to the freestyle leg, she may spring a surprise from lane number 10, but as expected, lane number 5, Katie Robertson, the champion in 100 breaststroke, and look at the pressure that she is putting on the rest of the field here, really extending that lead now. Katie Robertson, well, she'll have to watch for Sophie Smith in the outside lane, and Smith still in contention for the medals, but it is going to be Robertson who's going to be first in here to the final turn. 50 to go now for Katie Robertson. In second, it is Emma Harvey with Kiana McInnes just a 1/10 of a second behind now. Sophie Smith has dropped back to 6th position in the outside lane. So I don't think she'll challenge for the medal, but she is fighting hard there, the distance freestyle specialist. But it is going to be Katie Robertson from South Ayrshire here. Our entry time, 2:34. It's going to be eclipsed now. It's going to be an excellent time here. The record has just gone by of 2:28 and 2:29.52. Will be enough to claim gold for Katie Robertson. A great swim. Dominant swim on the breaststroke. Kiana McInnes gets in for the silver with Emma Harvey the bronze, and Sophie Smith from the outside lane in 4th position.
Well, Kerry, you said before that race that Katie Robertson would fly past everybody on the breaststroke leg, And she certainly did. She picked up almost 5 seconds in one lane.
It's crazy. They all turned at the 100-metre mark, well, the three of them pretty much at the same time, and Katie just pulled away from them and won by a comfortable margin in the end there. Close
to the record. I've no doubts that that's a record that's perfectly within our grasp.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Even just a little bit on that freestyle there, just getting a little bit lazy with the arms and slapping a bit, but yeah, she can definitely go much faster than that record, I think, pretty soon.
One of the stars of the show, undoubtedly, Katie Robertson. So we look forward to seeing her for a good few years to come. But we move on now to the 13-year-olds in this 200-metre IM event. And in lane 1, we start with Ali Morrison of Dundee City Aquatics. In lane 2, Yasmin Perry, City of Aberdeen. Faye Prosser goes in 3 for Forres. Niamh Ritchie in lane 4 for Warrender. Anna Fleming goes in 5, City of Glasgow. Lexi Waller in 6, Heart of Midlothian. Freya Thompson, Perth City, goes in 7. Jessica Damon of Warrender goes in 8. Zoe McDonald of M&B goes in 9. And Kirsten Laurie of First completes the lineup in lane 0. Another great race to look forward to. These 3 in the middle lanes, 4, 5 and 6.
Yeah, Ritchie, Fleming and
just
Waller.
Phenomenal.
It's going to be between these 3, I think, in my book.
Come on, stick your neck out, Kerry.
I think I'm going to go for Anna Fleming because I know she's got a good back-end freestyle, so I'll go with her.
Okay, we think Anna Fleming coming through on the last leg. Let's find out. The 13-year-old 200-metre IM.
Great to hear lots of noise here in the Aberdeen Sports Village. Well supported, these swimmers, by the rest of the teams and spectators on the side of the pool here. Anna Fleming, City of Glasgow, looks like she may well be an early lead here in lane number 5, the centre lane. Anna Fleming, already a couple of titles to her name in the 100 free and in the 400 free. She's out fast in 30.55. Freya Thompson in second position from Perth City. Coming back in between those two. Lexi Waller going well on the backstroke leg. Sensational backstroke leg from Lexi Waller from Heart of Midlothian. She heads the spearhead as they come into the halfway stage. Lexi Waller, silver medalist in the 400 IM, silver medalist in the 200 backstroke, and also in the 100 freestyle. Can she make it a gold medal this time? Anna Fleming coming back on the breaststroke leg now. City of Glasgow swimmer. Next to the Heart of Midlothian swimmer, Warrender's Niamh Ritchie also in the mix. Looks like Anna Fleming now coming across just alongside Lexi Waller now. Lane 5 and 6, they're going to lead them. Niamh Ritchie and Freya Thompson look like they are in 3rd and 4th, but it's the 2 in the centre. They come to the final turn now. Anna Fleming may well just have the edge. Lexi Waller's hung on well though. That was very, very close indeed. 6/100ths of a second, Lexi Waller. It was 1:53.99, but Anna Fleming, the freestyle champion, the 100 and 200 winner, the 100 and 400 winner even, is going to be ahead of Lexi Waller now. Anna Fleming looking good here in lane number 5. City of Glasgow swimmer really showing her power over the freestyle leg. The final 50 freestyle has been crucial for Anna Fleming. She will take it, 2:26.85. Lexi Waller in second position in 2:29, and 3rd position was Niamh Ritchie, to the delight of the Warrender supporters on poolside.
So you called that one again, Kerry, absolutely perfectly. Anna Fleming, a freestyle champion already in this meet. and demonstrated her class and potential there in that final length.
Yeah, Alexi Waller took it out that first 100 and they were fairly equal on that breaststroke, but Anna's just got a really, really strong freestyle, so she just went storming past everyone in that last 50. 2:26 is a pretty good time as well.
See, they're just coming into the wall. Not the tidiest finish, but I think she'll take it. Great
exactly,
effort.
Yeah. She's a strong girl, so that's where she gained and won that race.
Congratulations to Anna Fleming. And we move on now to the third of the IM finals, the 17 and over age group, and going in. Sorry, not the 17, the 14. How remiss of me. The 14-year-old age group in the 200 IM. Getting ahead of myself there. I'm genuinely very excited about this final session. In lane one is Kate McPhee of Alnwick. In lane 2, Eve White-Dumfries. In lane 3, Katie McKenzie of Highland. In lane 4, Sarah Branch of Northampton. In lane 5, Kirsty Armstrong of Best. Mary Swanson goes for Warrender in 6. Katie Smith for East Lothian in 7. Nikki Miller for South Lanark in 8. Sophia Green for Elgin in 9. And completing the lineup, Kate Story of Helensburgh in lane 0.
The girls, 13 years, 200 metres individual medley final. Sarah Branch from Northampton back in the water again. We saw her from a 400 freestyle earlier. We'll test the stamina here for someone from Northampton. Kirsty Armstrong though will be the favourite for this one. Dominant in qualification here, 2:28.98. Was some 3 seconds ahead of our nearest challenger, who was Mary Swanson of Warrender. And it is Kirsty Armstrong, as expected, leading on through here. Swanson with a bit of a tussle there in lane number 6 with Katie Smith from East Lothian. She goes in lane number 7, just one lane up from Swanson. Kirsty Armstrong now showing her class here in the first half of this race. Can anyone challenge her on the breaststroke leg? Often we see things change about in the breaststroke, but since Kirsty Armstrong was the breaststroke champion in the 100 metres breaststroke earlier at these championships, it'll be a tough ask for anyone to challenge her. But look at everyone queuing up behind Kirsty Armstrong here. All to play for second. I tell you, lane 2, lane 3, lane 4, lane 6, lane 7, right, even lane 9 in real contention here. All across the pool for second place. Kirsty Armstrong dominant at the front of the field though. Coming through very well. Sophia Green in lane number 9 for second position at the moment. What's she taken out of herself for the freestyle leg? But Kirsty Armstrong looking very, very good here. She is going to follow up the title that she won in the 100 breaststroke. She's going to follow up the title she won in the 400 individual medley with this championship swim in the 200 IM. Stretching away from the rest of the field, no one is going to catch Kirsty Armstrong from Best. She's the champion in 2:24.69. Second position. Oh, Sarah Branch. Well, that was good stamina from Sarah Branch after that 400 metre swim earlier. And it is Mackenzie, Katie McKenzie, in the bronze medal position from Highland.
Mark, we're all up on our feet here in the commentary box watching this evening's session. Great entertainment and a terrific swim there from Kirsty Armstrong, really from start to finish.
Yeah, right off the start, her fly is excellent. I think she hit the wall first at 50. And after that, there was no catching her. So when she got onto the breaststroke, her lead was extended to about 5 seconds, I think, at the 150 mark. So excellent swimming from her. Not the most pretty stroke, but definitely effective.
She's got a slightly industrial freestyle, shall we say?
Yeah, I'd agree with that, yeah.
Anyway, a well-earned gold medal, a great breaststroke leg, great backstroke leg as well from Kirsty Armstrong there. She takes gold for the 14-year-old age group. And we await the medalists now from the 10 to 12-year-old category in that terrific swim by Katie Robertson.
For the girls, 12-year-old 200 metres individual medley. Presenting the medals tonight is Roy Wilson, a life member of the Scottish Amateur Swimming Association. The bronze medal, representing Warrender, Emma Harvey. The silver medal, representing Heart of Midlothian, Deanna McInnes. And our Scottish Gas National Age Group Champion, representing South Ayrshire, Katie Robertson. Katie Robertson also receives the Sharp Trophy for the best 12-year-old 200 IM performance. Well done to Katie. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the medalists for the girls' 13-year-old 200 metres individual medley. Bronze medal representing Warrender, Niamh Ritchie. Silver medal representing Heart of Midlothian, Lexi Waller. And the gold medal and Scottish Age Group Champion, representing City of Glasgow, Anna Fleming. Thank you, girls. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the finalists for the girls' 15-16 200 metres individual medley.
So, with a blast of music from the PA system here at Aberdeen Sports Village, we move swiftly on to the 15 and 16-year-olds in the 200 IM. Let's quickly introduce you to them. Olivia Jackson of South Lanark goes in 1, Erin Robertson of South Ayrshire in 2, Ailey Duthie, City of Aberdeen in 3, Katie Phillips and Thomas in 4, Tane Bruce in lane 5 for Carnegie, alongside her teammate Samantha Caulfield in 6. Charlotte Kiki Anderson of Hong Kong Island is back in lane 7, Kimberly Mackay of Warrender in 8, Megan Feld of South Aberdeen goes in 9, and Lauren Sutherland of Midlothian goes in lane 0.
I think this should be a close race between the Carnegie girls. I'm not sure how good Tame Bruce's breaststroke is, but we'll soon find out. She's entered fastest, so I would say my money would be on her.
Well, we'll see what she has in the tank for this. Just a couple of quick tweets before this race starts. Remember, you can tweet us at hashtag Snags14. Rebecca Murray, sad to have missed the first 3 days of Snags because of advanced chemistry. But on my way up now to race hard this weekend. Well, we look forward to seeing you here, Rebecca, and we hope that advanced chemistry went well for you. It will stand you in good stead in the future, I'm quite sure.
Oh, Tane Bruce in the centre lane, been impressive form at these championships. Two Carnegie swimmers alongside each other, Tane Bruce and Samantha Caulfield. in 5 and 6. Charlotte Kiki Anderson, the Hong Kong swimmer, back in the water again. Another one that swam that 400. She won the 400 individual medley earlier this week. So watch out for Erin Robertson, the champion in the 100 breaststroke. Just seen her sister swim very well, Katie Robertson. We'll see what the South Ayrshire swimmer can do, especially in the breaststroke leg, in lane number 2. Erin Robertson got a little bit to catch up though, because Tane Bruce continuing that impressive form. Saw a Scottish junior record in the 200 butterfly. Can we see another Scottish junior record here? Junior record held by the great Hannah Miley, 2:17.48. Hannah set that back in 2005. So can Tane Bruce challenge that long-standing mark? The breaststroke is going to be key for Tane Bruce now. Samantha Caulfield coming into second position. In third position, looks like it's the Hong Kong swimmer, Charlotte Kiki Anderson. Tane Bruce now, coming into the final turn now. Can she challenge this time? Looks like the gold medal sewn up for the Carnegie swimmer. 1:45.32. It's a lead of 3.5 seconds. It's 1 and 2 for Carnegie at the moment. Hong Kong in the bronze medal position. We will keep an eye on the clock. 2:17.48 is the Scottish junior record. It's going to be very, very close. It's a good swim from Tane Bruce. Is she going to challenge that long-standing mark held by Hannah Miley? You know what? I think she might do. 2:17.29. That is a new Scottish junior record for Tane Bruce from Carnegie. She has eclipsed the 9-year-old record held by Hannah Miley, and Tane Bruce is the new Scottish junior record holder, ahead of her teammate Samantha Caulfield take the silver, and Charlotte Kiki Anderson from Hong Kong will take the bronze.
Mark Campbell, this session just gets better and better. 2:17.29 for Tane Bruce, a record that Hannah Miley has held for some years now, and a new Scottish junior record for her.
Yeah, great swim from her. I knew she was going to be likely to be at the front of the race, but she was miles ahead come the end. Her breaststroke was much better than I expected, and she was able to hold on really well in the freestyle. No one was catching her after that flying backstroke leg. What a start she gave herself.
Head right down into the wall there, and just see it on the replay, 5-6 strokes into the wall, head right down. She wanted that.
Yeah, definitely. She was fired up for it before and went out really fast. I love to see swimmers going out fast. It really gives them a good chance of doing a good time, so that's what I love to see.
Terrific stuff from Tane Bruce. Definitely another of the stars of this age group championships. Great stuff, and we move on now to the 17 and over, and another, Hannah Miley, in fact, will just have been watching that. She's in this race.
Yeah, it's great to have her here. It's great to have Tane swimming with Hannah looking on, breaking her records. It makes it so much more exciting for us anyway.
Certainly does. Let's quickly introduce the swimmers. In lane 1, Brigitte Maria Kwong of Hong Kong Island. In lane 2, Rachel Masson, South Aberdeen. In lane 3, Kirsty Simpson of Carnegie. In lane 4, Raquel Matos, East Lothian. In lane 5, Hannah Miley, Gary. In lane 6, Rachel O'Donnell of Carnegie. In lane 7, Orla Adams of Gary. In lane 8, Jessica Christie, South Aberdeen. Olivia White, Edinburgh Uni, goes in 9. And Rachel Sharples of East Lothian in lane 0.
Well, all eyes will be on the centre of the pool here. Hannah Miley from Geary in lane number 5. Commonwealth champion in 400 metres individual medley. She will be in Glasgow in just a few weeks' time to try and retain her title. Going over the shorter distance, Hannah Miley from Geary in lane number 5. It's great to see Hannah at these championships. She always does a raft of events at these Scottish age group championships. Always a supporter of the national events, Hannah Miley. It's great to see. Let's see if she can pull back now. The early leader is Raquel Matos from East Lothian in lane number 4. Hannah Miley's Commonwealth Games teammate Rachel O'Donnell from Carnegie. She's going well in lane number 6. Also Rachel Masson from South Aberdeenshire, the 3 Commonwealth Games swimmers in this field. Swimmers in 5, 6 and lane number 2. But the familiar figure now of Hannah Miley hits the front. The Geary swimmer, well, she saw her junior record just broken in that previous heat. I'm sure she won't mind at all. Always a great supporter of the up-and-coming talent. Hannah Miley from Geary, great ambassador for Scottish sport. And she is showing that she has got the making of the rest of this field, because Rachel O'Donnell in second position is now a few seconds behind Hannah Miley. This is one of her favourite events. As I said, the champion in the 400 metres IM. The Commonwealth champion took that title in Delhi in 2010. We wish her all the best for Glasgow in a few weeks' time. It looks like she's going to rack up another Scottish title now. Hannah Miley coming home to win the title. Rachel O'Donnell in second position. And Orla Adams from Geary will claim third place, but Hannah Miley will take it in 2:14.27. Ahead of Rachel O'Donnell, the 2 Commonwealth Games swimmers will take gold and silver, with Orla Adams in third position under the 2:20 mark, 2:19.99 for Adams in third.
So a very comfortable win there, Kerry, for Hannah Miley. Not an extraordinary time for her, certainly not as quick as she went a couple of days ago, but just really
just another
done,
training race,
it?
basically, for Hannah. Yeah, she flew past me on the bike when she was coming back from training. This is her finish here. Yeah, just clear water coming into the wall there, but. Yeah, like you said, not as quick as she probably would have liked, but she was training again this morning, and like I said, she was cycling past me on her way back, got breakfast and straight back in for more swimming. So it's been a full-on week for her. She'll just be glad to get in and get that one done, I think.
Yeah, as the late, great Roy Castle once said, dedication's what you need if you want to be a record breaker. Presentation of the medals for the remainder of the 200 IM finalists. Kirsty Armstrong collecting her gold ahead of Sarah Branch and Katie McKenzie in the 14-year-old age group. The medalists now in the 15-16-year-old category. And Charlotte Kiki Anderson picking up another medal, a bronze this time. It's been a very productive trip to Aberdeen for her. She's come a long way, but she's swum incredibly well, impressed a lot of people.
Carnegie swimmers are getting used to that podium now.
Certainly are. Samantha Caulfield takes silver, and Tane Bruce the gold. A 1-2 for Carnegie in the 15-16-year-old. What a swim. Just a reminder that Tane Bruce broke the Scottish junior record held by Hannah Miley. I think Paul Noble said it's been held by Hannah for 9 years. Could that be right?
It must be, yeah, because, well, Hannah's, what, 24 now? And she would have done that. It was a 16-year-old record.
Yeah, 9 years.
Yeah.
Incredible stuff. Well, records are there to be broken. Now the 17 and over 200 IM medalists, Orla Adams with the bronze. For Geary, Rachel O'Donnell with the silver. And of course, Hannah Miley taking gold.
Good that the two teammates are up there together. Orla will be happy to be alongside Hannah there.
Her protege.
Yeah, yeah. Well, they push each other on in training, I know, so that's good that they're both getting medals.
The music dies down here in the Aberdeen Sports Village. And just a reminder, we talked a little bit about Twitter earlier on, but just a reminder that you can tweet us, and the hashtag is Snags14. And let us know what you think of some of this fabulous racing that we're seeing here this evening. You can also connect with Scottish Swimming via soundcloud.com and instagram.com, both /Scottish Swimming. And have a look at the Flickr stream as well. Some of the photos on there from this week's action are fantastic, and over 85,000 views from the first 2 days. Great effort from everybody, and great to see you all so engaged with this event. Let's move on now to event 322. It's the final of the boys 200 metre backstroke, and an amended lineup from the start sheets in the first of these finals, 11 to 13-year-olds. In lane 1, Harvey Tate, Heart of Midlothian. In lane 2 goes Mark Hill of North Lanark. Aaron Essen, City of Aberdeen, goes in 3. Lewis McLeod of Dumfries in 4. Ryan Retson, what a championship he's having for first, goes in 5. Daniel Morley of Durham City in 6. James Cross goes for Wigan Best in 7. Keir Edgar of Carnegie in 8. Fraser Allison of Inverleith in 9. And finally, Logan Patterson of Aberdeen in lane 0. That's the lineup for the boys, 11 to 14-year-old 200 metre backstroke.
Now looks like the reserve swimmer Joseph Penman from Inverleith is taking the start for this one. He goes in lane 3. So Aaron Essen has dropped out, so the reserves in this one. That's Joseph Penman from Inverleith in lane 3. Well, what can Ryan Retson do here? Already seen him take 4 individual titles so far at these championships. Dominated the freestyle events, the 200 free, the 400 and the 800 titles he's racked up so far. And also the 400 IM. One of the titles he didn't win was the 100 back, and that was won by Daniel Morley. The swimmer right next door to Ryan Retson in lane number 6. Ryan Retson representing first, Daniel Morley representing Durham City. So, as expected, Ryan Retson has gone into the lead. Daniel Morley in second position, James Cross in third from Wigan Best. Lewis McLeod in fourth position now from Dumfries. Looks like Lewis McLeod and James Cross fighting it out for the bronze medal position at the moment. Retson from first. He is at the moment ahead of Daniel Morley from Durham City. We come up to the final turn now. It's 200 backstroke. Ryan Retson had a big advantage from the qualification times, 2:19.91. Almost 5 seconds ahead of Daniel Morley. Certainly not happening here in the final, because Daniel Morley with a real push here as they come down to the last 50. Daniel Morley stroking. Well, I was going to say stroking slightly faster than Ryan Retson. Not sure if that's the case now, as Ryan Retson just picks that pace up now. The swimmer from first. Certainly, Daniel Morley is closing, but Ryan Retson is going to have enough to hold on as they come into the red zone, into the flags. It is going to be Ryan Retson. He will take it in 2:19.26. Half a second improvement for Ryan Retson of first. Daniel Morley in second position from Durham City, and Lewis McLeod in third from Dumfries.
Mark, is there anything that Ryan Retson can't win at this championship?
Just seems to pick it out the bag every time. He's looking at his stroke. It wasn't perfect by any means, but he's just got so much force. Just pulls himself through the water. Good swim again. Doesn't seem to be any race that he can't turn his hand to.
Just watching him come in here at the end, almost in super slow-mo. I can assure you he's going a lot faster than that. Good spot on the wall, good finish. Comfortable victory for Ryan. Not quite fully extended on the finish, but no matter, he'll be very happy with his haul of gold medals at this championships. So we move on to the 14-year-old final, and here is the lineup. Another fantastic final awaits us here. In lane 1, Ewan McComish goes for South Lanark, Anna McCarter for Southport in lane 2, Harry Dalgarno of City of Aberdeen in 3, George Clough of Warrender in 4, Finlay Deans, City of Aberdeen in 5, Nathan Corrigan, Tigers Jersey in 6, Aaron Bostock, Bolton Metro in 7, Liam Coates of Warrender in 8, Ian Leach of Delting in 9, and Rory Lawless of Carnegie in 10. A couple of your own clubmates here, Mark, swimming. Finlay Deans and George Clough have been going at it, hammer and tongs for the last couple of days. Yeah, expecting a big swim from Finlay here. He said this afternoon was quite comfortable. He was saving himself a wee bit for this final, so he looks confident behind the blocks. Let's see what he can go. The 14-year-old 200-metre backstroke.
Good support from Finlay Dean, City of Aberdeen there in lane number 5. He's trying to follow up his win in the 100 backstroke. We also saw him win the 400 IM. It's been a battle between 3 swimmers, and they're all in this race here as to who's claiming the titles here at these championships. George Clough's got 3 titles so far. He goes in lane number 4. Ewan McComish, 2 titles. He goes in lane number 1. And Finlay Dean, 2 titles so far. And he leads the rest of the field now in lane number 5. Finlay Dean in a big lead at halfway here. Very impressive swim from Deans. Second place, well, is that lane number 8 maybe? Liam Coates from Warrender. Finlay Dean's over in 104 dead. And his second place, well, a couple of seconds down. It is Liam Coates. 2.8 seconds behind. Can he hang on for the medal position here? Because coming through very strongly in the centre, Nathan Corrigan from Tigers Jersey. I'm thinking they've travelled a long way from the likes of swimmers from Shetland. But Tigers Jersey, well, that must be the distance. Certainly for the GB-based swimmers. Long distance to come there from Nathan Corrigan. And he's well placed at the moment. Finlay Deans from City of Aberdeen still in first place, stretching a lead. No one's going to catch him. Liam Coates still hanging on to second here for Warrender. Great swim from lane number 8, and Nathan Corrigan in third position. Can Liam Coates hang on to that second position? Can he hang on to a medal place? Just about holding on to bronze at the moment as Nathan Corrigan goes through. But Finlay Deans has dominated this one from the start. It's going to be gold for Finlay Deans from City of Aberdeen. His third title of the week. Finlay Deans takes it in 2:13.30. It's going to be silver for George Clough of Warrender, and Nathan Corrigan will take the bronze as Aaron Bostock and Liam Coates come in almost together in 4th and 5th position. But Deans will take the title.
So Finlay Deans improving on his entry time of 2:15 by almost 2 seconds, in fact, Mark. That was he looked like he was looked like he'd a point to prove there. He really pushed that.
Yeah, down the first 50, he was absolutely wired. He went out so hard. 2:13 was the time he mentioned to me before the race, so it's good to see that he was confident he could do it. Went out and put it in place. It's not the easiest thing to set yourself a target time.
You just see the tight shot of him coming in here, Mark, on the replay. Let's just look at his reaction as he comes in. So he hits the wall. Quick look to the clock. Oh, we're not going to see.
We missed it.
Just had a little finger up to the lips, as if he's.
He was happy with that one.
I think he was.
A bit of showboating at the end. There's always good to see.
Pretty pleased. Great championships for Finlay, and congratulations to him. Super swim. But we move on now. If I can find my page, we move on now to the 15-year-olds. And in
16, 17 it is.
No, it's 15-year-olds. It's 15-year-olds. Right the first time for a change. Let's go through the lineup. In lane 1, Scott McLeay of Perth City. In lane 2, Matthew Turner, South Aberdeen. In lane 3, Fraser Tattersall, Woking. In lane 4, Mark Elric of First. Oliver Kincart of Portsmouth Northsea goes in 5. Craig McLean of Carnegie in 6. Jamie Murray of Stirling in 7. Richard Faulkner of South Ayrshire in 8. Spencer O'Grady of Geary in 9. And James Collier of Carnegie in 0.
Okay, McLean's been on record-breaking form here. We saw him break the British age group record this morning in the 50 freestyle. He's still got that 50 freestyle to come later. This is a warm-up for him. And it's some warm-up so far. He leads, big lead for Craig McLean in lane number 6. He's got his eye on another title. He won the 100 backstroke, Scottish junior record time. He also won the 200 freestyle and the 400 IM. So going for his 4th title here. And really stretching away from the rest of the field. This is very, very impressive. Well, we'll keep an eye on that. His 100 backstroke Scottish junior record. Just under the 1 minute mark, 58 points. He's gone 1 minute, .51 now. And the Scottish junior record is held by Scott Houston. That was set way back in 2003. That's at 2:06, so we'll keep an eye on that. Definitely Craig McLean could well be on for that record. 2nd place at halfway was Oliver Kincart. 3rd place Mark Eldrick from First. And 4th, not far behind, Fraser Tattersall. But it's all about Craig McLean now. Well, 132.45. The junior record is very much on here. 206.19 is the Scottish junior record held by Scott Houston. Set back in 2003. Craig McLean, well, he's tying up slightly. Can he hold on? We'll keep an eye on the clock. 206.19. What a great swim this is from Craig McLean. He is going to absolutely smash this record. And he does. 205.21. Craig McLean has claimed another very impressive record here. What a battle for 2nd. And it goes to Oliver Kincart by 15/100 of a second from Mark Elric. With Jamie Murray in 4th. But they were some 10 seconds behind the leader and the winner in that new record time, Craig McLean from Carnegie.
Kerry, I need to lie down in a dark room. This is getting too much for me. It's getting too much for you during that race as well.
I know, I was jumping up and down there.
Kept saying, I love watching races like this. I love watching races like this. He's, Craig's gone right out there, absolutely looking for that record, and what a race.
Yeah, it was a similar way he swam that 200. He just went out for it, had a target time in mind, and just went for it, and that was really impressive there, and that's another age record gone to Craig. So you can see him just coming in here. He doesn't even look, his stroke's not falling apart. He's a bit tired, but great swim for him.
It's not even the best. It's not even quite the.
It's not perfect, but then that's
but
exciting. because he can always improve more. So he's only 15. Really good swim.
That's a fan you down.
I know.
She's getting all flushed, folks. Anyway, that's what a fantastic swim. Just a joy to watch. Craig McLean, 15 years old, taking that race by storm and pushing Oliver Kincart into second place by a clear 10-second margin. Quite extraordinary. Now the medals, though, and we go back to the 11 to 13-year-olds at the start of this event, the 200-metre backstroke. They're on the podium. Their names aren't on the screen. There we go. Lewis McLeod picking up the bronze medal for Dumfries. And the silver medal went to Daniel Morley, who's visiting us from Durham City. I'll be delighted to take home his silver medal back home with him at the end of this championships. But he was not going to outdo Ryan Retson. I think that's his fifth.
I think that's his fifth gold medal.
Yeah. I think it's a full house. I think it's every event?
I'm not sure if it's everyone quite, but
let's look into that.
It's close, yeah.
We'll ask Duncan McKinnell. He's the man who'll know these things. Or if you'd like to tweet us at home, please do. Hashtag Snags14. We think Ryan Retson's got a full house so far, but it all just becomes a bit of a blur with Ryan, with Craig, with some of the others.
It's really exciting to see so many youngsters, though, winning multiple events. It's not just one or two. They're winning across the board, which shows a lot of depth in their training and their swimming. And
exemplified by the gold and silver medalists in this next medal ceremony, George Clough and Finlay Deans. I said to Mark just off air while we were watching the race, he seems like such a capable multidisciplinarian. He doesn't seem to have a weakness at the moment, Finlay Deans, which must be very exciting.
Him and George, I'd say. They've had some great battles this week so far. So, yeah, both really talented.
So we move on now to the 16 and 17-year-olds and their final coming up. And we await their arrival. And the swimmers enter to the familiar if you're old enough, strains of Ant and Dec, then known as PJ and Duncan. Do you remember? Do you remember when they were PJ and Duncan?
I do, actually.
How old were you?
Oh, I don't know. It was a long time ago, though, so I only remember bits of it.
Oh, I remember Biker Grove, big part of my childhood growing up. Let's introduce the swimmers. Enough chit chat. In lane 1, Callum Deans of Elgin. In lane 2, Joseph Miley of Geary. In lane 3, Alistair Robertson of Aberdeen. In lane 4, Chris McComb of East Lothian. In lane 5, Alistair Campbell of Dumfries. Lane 6, Ryan Brown of Best. Lane 7, Fraser Spooner of West Lothian. Lane 8, Fraser Lowther of Dumfries. In lane 9, Greg Watson of M&B. And completing the lineup in lane 0, Matthew Thompson of East Lothian. The boys' 16, 17-year-old 200-metre backstroke.
Good start by the fastest qualifier this morning, Alistair Campbell from Dumfries, and lane number 5 gone out very positively. Although Chris McComb going well in lane number 4, and also going well 2 lanes up from Campbell. Fraser Spooner from West Lothian. Looks like Fraser Spooner could be the man first to the wall here. He is. Very good time there, 29.52. It means business. Fraser Spooner, Chris McComb in second, the 2 Lothians from North West Lothian first, East Lothian second, with Alistair Campbell and Dumfries in third position after that impressive start. But they've kind of settled down now. Fraser Spooner from West Lothian will lead, with Campbell looking pretty smooth there in the centre. Spooner takes first position there at the halfway stage. Campbell in second position. But had a good turn. That's pulled him ahead of the swimmers on either side. Chris McComb in lane 4 and Ryan Brown in lane 6. He has yet to catch Fraser Spooner though. This could be a good battle as they come into the last turn now. Fraser Spooner, well, you'll be able to be aware that he's maybe just got that very slender lead, but it is very, very close there. Fraser Spooner with now around about half a second lead, less than half a second actually, from Alistair Campbell. Fraser Spooner really trying hard there, trying to hold on to that stroke, really revving with his arms, but it looks like Alistair Campbell is going to be the smoother finish here. The swimmer from Dumfries in lane number 5 is just about getting the better of Fraser Spooner from West Lothian. It's been a very well-timed swim here, and Alistair Campbell from Dumfries, he will take the title in 2:06.00. A very good time, 6 seconds faster than his heat time this morning. Fraser Spooner will be pleased with silver, 2:07.07, and Ryan Brown in third, 2:09.24.
So Alistair Campbell, 2:06 dead from lane 5, takes the gold from Fraser Spooner in second, 2:07.07, and Ryan Brown completes the medals with bronze in a time of 2:09.24.
Yeah, Alistair Campbell's been showing a bit of form over the 50-metre backstroke, but there in the 200 it was a really well-paced race. His smoother stroke compared to Fraser Spooner's a bit more erratic stroke put him in a better position to come down that last 50. So good to him. Good, really well-paced race.
So now we welcome the swimmers for the 18 and over category, and we can see them all down below just making their way to their blocks. Let's quickly introduce them. In lane 2, Ryan Archibald of Warrender. In lane 2, Ryan Archibald of Warrender. In lane 3, Craig Bowman of Carnegie. In lane 4, Alistair Miley of Gary. In lane 5, Joe Yeoman, City of Aberdeen. In lane 6, Ross McCafferty, City of Glasgow. In lane 7, Mark Sharanek of Carnegie. In lane 8, Stuart McIntosh, City of Aberdeen. And in lane 9, Graham Brown of South Ayrshire. Your lineup for the 18 and over boys 200 metre backstroke.
Final of 18 and over, boys 200 backstroke. Well, only 8 swimmers taking the start for this final, and we saw the heats this morning. The swimmers, of course, were all aware that they're all progressed to the final under the no disqualification, so we expect to see times very much faster than the fastest time posted. That was Joe Yeoman in the centre lane from City of Aberdeen, 2:09.44. Expect to be significantly faster in the final this evening. I don't know where the danger is going to come. Possibly from the two Carnegie swimmers, Jake Bowman in 3, Mark Sharanek, who started well in lane number 7. Sharanek will lead them into the halfway mark. Ross McCafferty next to Sharanek in lane number 6 for City of Glasgow. Sharanek leads 60.58. McCafferty in second. Joe Yeoman in third position, and Stuart McIntosh in 4th. Well, it looks like the 4 that may contest the medals here. Mark Sharanek, saw him earlier this evening. He was caught just in the closing stages of the 400 freestyle when he led for most of the race. We're hoping that's not going to be repeated now. Mark Sharanek will lead Ross McCafferty from City of Glasgow. It is Sharanek, first position at the final turn, 1:33.26. Ross McCafferty, half a second behind Joe Yeoman. Just very close to McCafferty in third position, and Stuart McIntosh going well, battling for the medals, but Mark Sharanek, he came away well on that final turn. He's just about got the edge over the man next to him, Ross McCafferty. It is going to be Mark Sharanek. This time he's going to hold on. It's gold for Mark Sharanek. He takes it in 2:05.39. Ross McCafferty came back well, 2:05.95. City of Glasgow swimmer in second, and Joe Yeoman it was in third position. He takes the bronze, 2:09.44.
So Mark, no mistakes there from Mark Sharanek. Let's just have a look at his finish as he comes in.
Yeah, again he was out fast, but held on a little bit better on that one than he did in the earlier race.
He was tiring again though towards the end, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Tying up, the guys were coming back. Joe, I know, comes back fast on that second 100, but Sharanek had enough.
Just see that finish. So there we are. Mark Sharanek takes gold in the 18 and over, and we go straight on to the presentations for the remaining 3 medal groups in this event. First, the 15 and over, and that absolutely outstanding swim by Craig McLean, the fastest time we've seen. Yeah, faster than Mark's time actually. I was just looking at that there just to check, Mark. 2:05.21 to Mark Sharanek's 2:05.39. You know, that's just kind of sums it up really, doesn't it? The quality of that swim by Craig McLean.
Is swimming superb at this meet. Such a talent. I mean, we would say he's a name to look forward to in the future, but he's a big name now. He's putting in the big
already.
times now. Yes, already there. Great swimming.
So in the 16, 17-year-olds, Ryan Brown collecting the bronze medal for best. Fraser Spooner of West Lothian takes the silver. But the Scottish Gas National Age Group Champion 2014 is Alistair Campbell of Dumfries. Now we welcome the medalists onto the podium for the 18 and over category. So Joe Yeoman, big pal of yours, Mark, picking up bronze.
Yeah, he'll be happy with the bronze. I think he would have liked to maybe push a wee bit harder for the gold, but he'll be happy to get in the podium for sure.
A bronze medal for Joe Yeoman representing City of Aberdeen, and in second place Ross McCafferty with a time of 2:05.95. But the gold medal and this year's Scottish Gas Age Group champion is Mark Sharanek.
It would have been good to have all those age groups in the same race there. It would have been, we could have filled an incredibly close race with Craig McLean and then Alistair Campbell. And then those 3 guys in the last heat. It would have been a fantastic race had we had them all in the same one. Absolutely.
So the end of the 200-metre backstroke, and we move on to the fast end to tonight's session. We've got 3 50-metre races for the girls, 3 50-metre races for the boys, and that will be followed by the 3 relays. So we move. Sorry, Mark.
Having a quick look at this first heat, there's a girl, Caitlin Davis, from my home club, Peterhead, so we'll be looking out for her. Hope she does well.
So we move to the other end of the pool for the start of this race, and let's go from lane 1 down to lane 0 at the far end. We seem to be focused on the far end at the moment. Well, let's just run through them anyway while the cameraman catches up. Megan Grant goes in lane 1 for South Aberdeen. Caitlin Davis for Peterhead in lane 2. Katie Smith for East Lothian in lane 3. Ivy Lauren Richter for Hong Kong Island in lane 4. Rebecca Kidd Loftus goes in lane 5. Jenna Lafferty of First in lane 6. Eleanor Gracie of Best in 7. Mary Swanson of Warrender in 8. Kirsty Armstrong of Best in 9, and Kate Story of Helensburgh goes in 10. So, Mark, you're from Peterhead originally.
Yeah, I grew up
Here's
there,
a little quiz for you to think about over the course of the 50 metres. There's 3 SPFL football teams that have body parts in their name. Peterhead is one. Can you name the other 2? Have a think about that. Girls 14-year-old 50-metre freestyle coming up.
To the pool, obviously he's very fast. Rebecca Kidd lost this goal. Oh, look at this race! What a fantastic display here. It could be the centre lanes. Rebecca Kidd and Jenna Lafferty may well be lanes 5 and 6. Fighting it out here, Rebecca Kidd and Jenna Lafferty. Looks like it's going to be lane 5. Rebecca Kidd is going to take it in 27.39, half a second improvement. And she needed that because Jenna Lafferty was very close by in 2nd position, and Ivy Lauren Richter from Hong Kong in 3rd position.
They're going to come thick and fast, Mark, but just very quickly, fantastic finish by Rebecca Kidd. Really accelerated into the wall there.
Yeah, she did have a good finish there. That set her apart. The field was really close coming into that last 5 metres, but her finish really set her apart from the rest of the field. 27.3 is a fantastic time as well.
So Rebecca Kidd takes the gold in the 14-year-old age category. Any closer to the answer?
That'll take me a wee bit longer than 150, I would think. My brain's a wee bit slower now.
We'll leave it with you for the moment. We're here for another hour. We'll see how we get on. 15 and 16-year-olds are next out. Let's take a look along the lineup. We have Hannah Vote.
Hannah
Vote of Mulgine Bearsden in lane 1. Cara Smith of Stirling in 2. Erin Cummins of Perth City in 3. Samantha Caulfield, Carnegie in 4. Katie Stark, Warrender in 5. Tane Bruce of Carnegie in 6. Emma Crawford of East Lothian goes in 7. Gulsum Ona of West Lothian goes in 8. Harris Ritchie of South Ayrshire in 9. And Ailsa Beck of South Aberdeen completes the lineup in lane 0. The 15-16-year-old girls 50-metre freestyle.
Reactions there by some of the centre of the pool. Hannah Ritchie was actually the fastest in lane number 9.63, while Katie Stark in lane number 5. She won the 100. But what can Tane Bruce do? The Carnegie swimmer, already a record breaker in the final session this evening. She's going to take another title. It's going to go to Tane Bruce. Tane Bruce will take it in a fantastic time of 26.20. Katie Stark the silver, and the bronze, Samantha Caulfield. And I can tell you, Tane Bruce, that time of 26.20 on the day before her birthday, she takes the 15-year-old age group record. Tane Bruce.
Another race, another record for Tane Bruce, Mark, the age group record for 15-year-olds a day before her birthday. That's a fantastic birthday present. 26.2, which brought a reaction in the commentary box that can't be broadcast from one of our number, who's not on a microphone at the moment. We'll work that one out for yourselves. What a race.
Yeah, that was. I would have maybe did expect a time like that, but expected it more from Katie Stark. Tane Bruce really pulling out of the bag in that one. Turned to the straight arm stroke for the sprint, and yeah, it obviously worked for her.
Unbelievable stuff. Great race there by Tane Bruce. One more to come for the girls in the 50-metre freestyle, and they're out on poolside now, ready to go, and let's take you through the lineup. So in the 17 and overs, in lane 1, Rachel Sharples for East Lothian. In lane 2, Jessica Christie, South Aberdeen. In lane 3, Zoe Giddon, Northampton. In lane 4, Raquel Matos, East Lothian. In lane 5, Rachel Masson, South Aberdeen. In lane 6, Lucy Hope of Best. In lane 7, Kirsty Simpson, Carnegie. Lane 8, Caitlin Tootle, City of Aberdeen. Lane 9, Gillian Clark, East Lothian. And completing the lineup, Eleanor Spencer goes in 10, representing Stirling. Your lineup for the 17 and over 50-metre freestyle.
Well, the two Scottish Commonwealth Games team members challenge for the gold and silver here today. Rachel Masson in lane 5, Lucy Hope in lane 6. Rachel Masson, an 18-year-old, Lucy Hope, the 17. Very, very tight again, as we've seen with all these 50 freestyles. It may well be Rachel Masson just hitting Lucy Hope and Raquel Matos. Rachel Masson comes away in the final stages in a time of 26.18, and that is an 18-year-old age group record for Rachel Masson. And that time for Lucy Hope, 26.54. It equals the 17-year-old record. Well done, Lucy Hope and Rachel Masson. 2 age group records for the two Commonwealth Games swimmers.
Amazing stuff again, Mark. More records, 2 in that race. An age group record for Rachel Masson, and an age group record for the 17-year-olds for Lucy Hope, equaling it. It's just incredible to watch, and every race throws up another surprise.
Yeah, 2 records in the same race. They can't really get any more just now. They keep coming. But good swim from Rachel again, taking the 50 and the 100 now, so she'll be happy with that to get the victory in both of those.
Again, one of those races where if we'd taken the top 2 or 3 from the other race and the top 2 or 3 from this race, what a lineup that would be.
Yeah, it would have been good to have Tane in amongst those girls, pushing them on a wee bit more. I think what 0.02 between her and Rachel, so yeah, that would have been a great race as well.
She will have her opportunity soon enough, I'm sure. Back to the presentations for the girls in this 50-metre freestyle, and Rebecca Kidd picking up her gold medal with a great finish in that race. Good time, 27.39. Jenna Lafferty takes the silver, and Ivy Lauren Richter the bronze. Back to Hong Kong. Been a very profitable trip for the Hong Kong Island team. They've done very well. A couple of golds, a couple of bronzes and silvers.
I think they took a team over to Sunderland earlier in the season. So obviously like their trip over to the UK, coming back for the age groups.
It's good to see. And if it encourages other clubs from different parts of the world and elsewhere in the UK to come and be a part of what is already a fantastic event, and all the better for Scottish swimming, and all the better for us watching at home.
Yeah, it is definitely brilliant to have them coming over here. Hopefully some of the guys get a chance to go to Hong Kong as well. Some of the Scottish guys get a chance to go over there.
It's my favourite city in the world.
Yeah?
Hong Kong, yeah. I've been to Hong Kong 3 times and I've loved it every time. It's a fantastic place. It's got everything. Back to the medalists. Samantha Caulfield takes bronze in the 15-year-old category, 15-16, and Tane Bruce, of course, picking up her gold with that new Scottish junior record. 26.2. Kerry was saying during that race, Mark, that the Commonwealth time not far. In fact, we'll bring Kerry in here. You were saying the Commonwealth qualification time, or the consideration time, I should say, not that much below 26.2.
No, I think it was 25.8 or 27.
25.9,
yeah,
25.8, 25.7.
Yeah. So those girls not far away from that, which is really exciting considering it was only a couple of months ago that the qualifiers were.
Seems silly to be looking ahead to the next Commonwealth Games when we haven't had this one yet. Raquel Matos takes the bronze in the 17 and over. Lucy Hope, equaling that record in the 17 age group, takes silver. And Rachel Masson, with a new age group record, takes the gold in a time of 26.18. So, time for the boys.
Craig McLean is back for more.
Well, so here's a question for either of you. He's just raced. He's just put in a phenomenal race. We've only been doing 50, so there's very little rest time for him. What does he do in between the last race and this race?
It's personal to everyone, but I would get in the swim down pool as quick as I could. Do like as much as you can, but you don't want to do too much, obviously, because you want to get back round to the call room to get prepared. Maybe a quick snack, but nothing too heavy, or else you'll end up throwing it up in the pool.
So what are you looking for in that snack? Something quite high in sugar?
Give you, something that's going to give you some energy to get back in, especially if it's a 50. You need that energy for that.
Well, the 15-year-olds are out. Let's go down the lineup. In lane 1, Callum Robertson of Elgin. In lane 2, Ryan Buchanan of North Lanark. In lane 3, Scott McClay, Perth City. In lane 4, Jack Dandy of Chorley. What a great name. In lane 5, Craig McLean of Carnegie. In lane 6, Ross Leslie of South Lanark. Toby Douglas goes for best in 7. Harry Masham of Maxwell in 8. Aaron Gillen of Carnegie in 9. And Josh Mitchell of South Ayrshire in 10. The 15-year-old boys 50-metre freestyle.
Well, a nervous start there, but the fastest off the block, as you might have expected, Craig McLean. Fastest reaction time at 0.61. Can he challenge the time that he set this morning to set a new British age group record? That time was 23.60. It's a very impressive time. Look at this, and he's matched it. And 2 swims in a day, and he's done exactly the same time. He's equalled his own British age group record. The gold goes to Craig McLean from Carnegie, 23.60. Ross Leslie in 2nd, and Jack Dandy in 3rd. Very close race, but the champion, Craig McLean, Carnegie.
Oh, take a breath, everybody. Craig McLean swimming exactly the same time as he swam this morning, equalling his own British age group record. There's not much more you can ask of him. He really went for that, Kerry.
Yeah, I know, he really did. And like to equal what he did earlier, and that's, like you said, a British age group and a Scottish age group record. So, I mean, another really great swim for Craig. I would be interesting to actually ask him what he does in between his racing, because it's whatever he's doing is clearly working.
It's clearly working. It certainly is. So the 16 and 17-year-olds come out onto the deck for their final. And let's count our way through the 16 and 17-year-olds. So in lane 1, Henry Mackenzie of Warrender. In lane 2, Ross Hughes of North Ayrshire. In lane 3, Jack Sharanek, Carnegie. Lane 4, Eddie Watson, City of Aberdeen. Lane 5, Braden Hartley's, Birmingham. Lane 6, Kieran Brand at South Ayrshire. Thomas Farrell of Fife Performance goes in lane 7. Cameron Moffat of Windsor in 8. Jack Ness, City of Aberdeen in lane 9. And Chris McComb, of East Lothian goes in lane 0. The 16 to 17-year-old 50-metre free. I'm out of breath. I'm going to sit down and let you enjoy this one.
This one could go absolutely anywhere. Braden Hartle was the fastest from the heat, 24.33. Commonwealth Games swimmer Jack Ness from City of Aberdeen in lane number 9. He has started well. Everybody revving up for the final push to the wall. Jack Ness going really well in lane number 9. Can he hang on? It may well be lane number 5. Hartle takes it, 24.46. Jack Ness in second position, just 9/100 outside the time of the winner, Braden Hartle, but he will be the Scottish champion. And third position was Jack Sharanek, 24.62. Well, that was close. Braden Hartle will take it, Jack Ness in second, and Jack Sharanek in third.
There you can see the replay, that incredibly close finish. Jack Ness leading. You can see, look in front of the camera, spectators up. The local favourite from City of Aberdeen just pipped. There was just a breath about 6 strokes out, Mark.
Yeah.
And it just, you could see him just almost move backwards in the line.
Yeah, it looked like Jack was going to get it from about 50 metres out. But yeah, he took that breath and it seemed to just put the brakes on, and Braden went through him. Good to see coming up from Birmingham, I should say, to swim well. Hopefully, bring more of his team next time.
Yes, great race there by Braden Hartley's, and a well-earned victory. Jack Ness
Ladies and
moved
gentlemen,
into second
please welcome
place
the finalists
there.
for the boys 18 and over.
Just as the 18 and over boys
freestyle.
come out, we mentioned breathing just a second ago,
In
because
lane
when we
1,
watched Craig
representing
McLean,
North Lanarkshire,
you're pretty sure he didn't
Stephen
take a
Lamb.
breath for the entire line.
It didn't
In
look
lane
like it.
2,
If he was, definitely wasn't
Warrender,
breathing to this
Daniel
side.
Lynn.
But from what I could see, it didn't look like he breathed at
In
all.
lane 3,
you know, he set the
representing
British
East
record.
Lothian,
So
Daniel
must work.
Kirkham. In lane 4, representing Geary, Gavin Hagerwood.
Kerry
In
Buttons
lane
telling us Mark
5,
Foster never
representing
used to
City
breathe.
of Aberdeen,
Well,
Ewan Dunbar.
it's certainly working for him.
In
Let's
lane
go
6,
through
representing
the
City of
lineup for the
Aberdeen,
18
Felix
and
Gifford.
overs. In lane 1
In lane
is Stephen
7,
Lamb, North
representing
Lanark.
Warrender, Dale
In lane
Wellstead.
2, Daniel Lim, Warrender.
lane 8,
In lane
representing
3,
Edinburgh
Danny
University,
Kirkham,
Cameron
East Lothian.
Smith.
In lane
And
4,
in lane
Gavin
9,
Hagerwood of
representing
Geary.
Warrender,
In
Callum
lane
Reid.
5, Ewan Dunbar, City
Commercial
of
are under the
Aberdeen,
control of the
alongside
referee.
his teammate Felix Gifford in lane 6. Dale Wellstead goes for Warrender in 7. Cameron Smith for Edinburgh Uni in 8. And Callum Reid for Warrender in lane 9. The last of the individual events of this final session is the 18 and over 50-metre freestyle.
The boys 18 and over 50 freestyle. Again, promises to be a very close race. Ewan Dunbar, City of Aberdeen, was about half a second ahead of the rest of the field in the heats, but he is being pressed now. Ewan Dunbar in 5, and he's being challenged by lane 6, Felix Gifford. The two City of Aberdeen swimmers are coming in together. It looks like it is going to be Ewan Dunbar, and he will take it, 24.10. Dunbar takes it ahead of his teammate. It's 1 and 2 for City of Aberdeen. Felix Gifford in second, and Dale Wellstead in third place for Warrender.
Mark, just before the medal ceremony for the boys, let's just review the end of that particular race. We just saw it there. Let's take another look at it again. take another look at it again. Hopefully our director will show us it. Here we are, coming in there, and Ewan Dunbar saying before the race that this was his, he was going to win it. He did that, but a lot of unhappy competitors in that
there were
final.
A lot of emotion, we can say, at the end of that race. A few guys not happy with the times, but you know, you just got to take it on the chin. You swim bad, you've got to get back in the training pool and do it next time. Good
to see two local rivals duking it out there for that result. It's they obviously push each other on quite a bit.
Yeah, definitely. Ewan and Felix, but couple of characters. They would have been bigging that up before it, so no wonder there's a bit of emotion from Felix at the end. His mate beating him.
On the podium, Craig McLean milking the applause of this Aberdeen crowd for his fantastic gold medal, and he can sleep very soundly this evening after a good day's work here at the Aberdeen Sports Village. So now in the 16 and 17-year-olds, Jack Sharanek taking bronze for Carnegie. And Jack Ness taking silver, of course, for City of Aberdeen. But coming all the way from Birmingham and going away with a gold medal is Braden Hartley's. And congratulations to him. Good to see Jack Sharanek on the podium. I haven't seen a tremendous amount of him in this.
No, not seen much of him, but good to see him getting on the podium. He's a big guy, so hopefully we'll see a wee bit more of him using that size. He's still younger than Mark, so he's got a bit of time.
Yes, only 16 years old, of course, the younger Sharanek brother. Now the 18 and over category. Dale Wellstead took the bronze medal for Warrender. Felix Gifford in second place for City of Aberdeen. And the Scottish Gas Age Group champion for 2014 is Ewan Dunbar with that time of 24:1. I've been sort of trying to keep a running tally in my head of how the teams are doing. It feels like Carnegie are having a great meet. It feels like Warrender are having a good meet. Today, South Lanark had a really good start to the final session.
I think the distance events, South Lanark are going to pick up a lot of points, but well, it sounds as though Carnegie are doing really well. They always seem to be cheering really loud.
I think it's a PR. It's the PR. They put a really good spin on everything, don't they?
I mean, whenever somebody does something for Carnegie, you definitely hear about it.
Yes.
So that's maybe why we think they're doing so well. But I think they are doing pretty good, to be fair to them.
They do seem to be having a good championship, and they're certainly enjoying the championship as well. And that's good to see. So we move on to the relays. That's the end of the individual events. And in lane 1 in the girls 4x200, Heart of Midlothian. In lane 2, South Ayrshire. In lane 3, Dumfries. Lane 4, Dundee City Aquatics. Lane 5, First. Lane 6, Warrender. Lane 7, South Lanark. Lane 8, City of Aberdeen. Lane 9, Best. And in lane 0, Carnegie. The girls 10 to 14, 4x200 freestyle relay.
Great atmosphere here for the first of the relay finals tonight. That's the fastest heat of the 3 relays we have. We start with the girls 10 to 14 years, 4x200 metres freestyle relay. 9 teams taking the start. South Ayrshire not going in lane number 2. We do have Heart of Midlothian in 1, Dumfries in 3, Dundee City Aquatics in 4. Team from First, Falkirk Integrated Regional Swim Team in 5. Warrender going 6, South Lanarkshire going 7, City of Aberdeen Swim Team going 8, Borders Elite Swim Team going 9, and Carnegie go in lane 10. Team from First look like they are going to be first. In fact, They're second. Heart of Midlothian with Lexi Waller. They go over first by about 0.1 of a second. Lauren Pirouet in second position. But Lauren Pirouet and Lexi Waller. And Lauren Pirouet next to Barry Swanson from Warrender Bath. Looks like Pirouet may lead. Lexi Waller not too far away, but this time it is Pirouet from first, 138.25. So taking about half a second away from the Hart swimmer there in that 50 metres. But Hart's still in it at the moment. Very much in it. Lexi Waller, Lauren Pirouet. Probably going to give first the lead as she hands over to the second swimmer. Barry Swanson maybe just coming through into second now, but it is going to be the team from Falkirk Integrated Regional Swim Team. They are first position. Second place is Hart, Lexi Waller with a good first leg, and Barry Swanson in third position there for Warrender. Second leg swimmers. For first, it's Katie Taylor. In that outside lane. Could be a dangerous team in that outside lane. Kiana McInnes going for Hart Midlothian. They are definitely well placed. Warrender swimmer is Roisin Ramsey in that second leg. And she is holding on to third position in front of a raft of swimmers there. We're all vying for position. Borders Elite Swim Team, Coast, South Lanarkshire, Carnegie. Oh, very, very tight there. See the 4 or 5 swimmers even in the centre, at the one side of the pool. Just battling it out. On the other side of the pool is the Hart swimmer. That's Kiana McInnes holding on to second position. But the team from first, Katie Taylor, is stretching that lead and stretching the lead well here. A commanding lead for the first team. Nothing much in it at all for second. Difficult to tell because the action taken on the complete opposite side of the pool here. Kiana McInnes, and looks like it's Claire Lee for Carnegie. Claire Lee actually maybe pull them up into second position, Carnegie. She does, 359.47. Just 0.1 of a second ahead of Hart of Midlothian. The team from first though is going to lead it halfway. It's been a good first half of this 4x200 metres freestyle relay for the Falkirk Integrated Regional Swim Team. Can they hold on in the second half? Hart still very much in it. Good second leg there by Kiana McInnes. And Carnegie in third now. Claire Lee had a good second leg for the Carnegie team. Lucy Buchan has gone in for first. Megan McGee for Carnegie on the third leg for them. And Megan Patel for Hart of Midlothian in lane number 1. Kind of detached from everyone else, but going along very nicely. The swimmer in lane number 1 for Hart of Midlothian, second place at the moment. Carnegie in third, but the team from first, they are in first position. Lucy Buchan holding on to that lead. We'll just check the margins here as they come down to the 100 mark for this particular leg. We'll see if anyone is closing on the Falkirk Integrated Regional Swim Team. Lead was about 6 seconds as they went over at the top end. Let's see what it is now. It's Carnegie moving into second position. Oh, it's increased actually. It's around about 8 seconds now almost. So the Falkirk Integrated Regional Swim Team, the team from first, very much dominating this one. With just one swimmer to go after this leg is finished. Carnegie now moving into second position. A good swim there from Megan McGee. Hart maybe just holding on to third position with Megan Patel, but coming through strongly in lane number 6. Warrender, Jessica Damon bringing them back into medal contention now. But the team from first is being led by Lucy Buchan. She will hand over to Anya Reid. It's actually South Lanarkshire coming back into third position. I think I said it was Warrender. It's South Lanarkshire. They're coming back into third position. First are going to be first with one leg to go on that final 200. Anya Reid looking strong. Carnegie in second in the outside lane. Megan McGee hands over to Ailey Richmond. And in third place, well, yeah, it is South Lanarkshire. South Lanarkshire swimmer there. Kate Saxon handing over to Bobby Gregg. She looks strong. Heart of Midlothian now dropped to fourth position. Megan Patel handing over to Sophie Annan. What can she do in the last leg? South Lanarkshire really pulled through there on that third leg. They were pretty much in the pack in the first half of the race with Nikki Miller and Abby Mitchell. Kate Saxon pulled them through into contention for the medal positions. And Bobby Gregg is pulling them through into second position now. But the team from first now, Anya Reid swam a great last leg here. She was set up, of course, by our three teammates. The team from first will lead. South Lanarkshire now into second. Carnegie in third, just ahead of Hearts. Dundee City Aquatic coming right back into contention now for the medals. That's Ailey Grant from Dundee City Aquatic. And they are coming through in the bronze medal position now. Looks like Hearts are just dropping back now. Carnegie are dropping back slightly. Dundee City Aquatic are there. Coast are also in the mix. The team from first, though, are coming down to the last 50 metres. South Lanarkshire clear in second. Dundee City Aquatics in third position now. Dumfries Dolphins going really well and trying to catch the Dundee team. But here come Lauren Perry, Katie Taylor, Lucy Buchan and Anya Reid. They will take gold for the team from first. Second position looks like South Lanarkshire, and it could well be Dundee City Aquatic with that great final leg from Ailey Grant. They will take the bronze medal position to the delight of the crowds. Dundee City Aquatic will take the bronze. South Lanarkshire will take the silver. And the team from first, Lauren Perrier, Katie Taylor, Lucy Buchan and Anya Reid, they dominated the race and they will take the gold medal.
So a confident win there for first. First are first, or first is first, as you said, Mark, a second to go. And really no doubt about that. They were head and shoulders above everybody else.
At no point at all did they ever look like getting beat. Anya Reid looked a wee bit nervous as she was going in. She had everything to gain. Well, nothing to gain. She was already in first. Nothing to lose. Everything to lose.
Everything to lose, yeah.
So she was a wee bit nervous, but she was never going to get caught. She had a huge lead, and she only extended that. So fair play to her.
And good swim by South Lanark in second, with Dundee City Aquatics taking third. So now we turn our attention to the boys and their 4x200. This is the boys 10 to 14-year-olds. And in lane 1, South Ayrshire. In lane 2, Aberdeen. In lane 3, South Lanark. In lane 4, North Lanark. In lane 5, Carnegie. In lane 6, City of Aberdeen. In lane 7, Warrender. 8, Bolton Metro. Lane 9 is Dumfries. And Heart of Midlothian completes the lineup in lane 0.
All 10 teams taking the start this time. South Ayrshire go in lane 1, Aberdeen in lane 2, South Lanarkshire in lane 3, North Lanarkshire in 4, Carnegie in 5, Coast in 6, Warren-de-Bass in 7, Bolton Metro go in 8, Dumfries Dolphins in 9, and Heart of Midlothian in lane number 10. Well, this is the boys 4x200 metres freestyle relay. Saw a great tussle in the girls' race. Can the boys replicate that one? Early leader looks like it's Warrender in lane number 7. And Warrender going on this first leg with George Clough, a 14-year-old. Looking pretty comfortable, you have to say, in that first 100. 58.35. George Clough leads Harry Dalgarno from City of Aberdeen. Those are your two leaders in the very, very early stages of this 4x200. And the fastest entry time for this final was Carnegie in lane number 5. And they are lying in 4th position there after that first 100. That's a very good swim here from the Warrender swimmer George Clough, still with a big lead. Bolton Metro now moving into 2nd position, 2.5 seconds behind the Warrender Bath team. Coast in 3rd, and Carnegie just a 1/10 of a second behind the Coast team at that turn, but they've had a very good turn there, the Carnegie swimmer, Rory Lawless, and he'll take them through into 3rd position. Good swim though from George Clough. He gives Warrender an early lead, 201.28. Bolton Metro with Aaron Bostock and Rory Lawless in 3rd place, ahead of Harry Dalgarno for Coast in lane number 6. Second leg swimmers are in now. We have Archie Goodburn from Warrender, the red cap, leading there. It's still very early though. Bolton Metro go with Oscar Olbrey Swift. He's got clear into 2nd position now. Carnegie with Keir Edgar, the youngest swimmer in their team, just 12 years of age. Going on the 2nd leg here. This is, of course, the 10 to 14 years. And Warrender swimmer now, Archie Goodburn, a 13-year-old. Still maintaining that lead. Oscar Olbrey Swift just about in 2nd place, but Keir Edgar has closed the gap there, and it's only 0.3 of a second between 2nd and 3rd. Bolton Metro in 2nd. Carnegie, well, Keir Edgar really kicked hard there off that wall, and I think he's gone ahead of the Bolton swimmer. But he may well have designs on trying to reduce the gap to the leading swimmer from Warrender, Archie Goodburn. Goodburn still leads by around about 1.5 seconds from Carnegie. Keir Edgar in 3rd position. Bolton Metro have now dropped to 3rd. And Oscar Olbrey Smith, well, he's clear in 3rd position, but challenging for the first 2 places now. Archie Goodburn. This has been a good leg for Keir Edgar, for Carnegie. Certainly reduced the gap in that 2nd 100. Warrender will lead at the halfway stage. And Warrender swimmer there, Archie Goodburn, will hand over to Benjo Durek, with Carnegie's Keir Edgar handing over to Owen Strachan. Bolton, though, not out of this yet. Callum Pritchard is going in to the 3rd leg for Bolton. Well, looks like it's between these 3, but they are just only over halfway. The team from Coast in a 4th position, but they've got something like 5 seconds to make up on the leading 3. We saw it in the previous race where Dundee City Aquatic came back from quite far back It looks like Coast are trying to make a move now to bring themselves back into the medal position. Finlay Deans going on the third leg for the City of Aberdeen swim team. Warrender though, they will lead still. In lane number 7, Benjo Durek has done well, maintaining that lead for Warrender. Great swim from Finlay Deans here. He's pulled himself up ahead of the Carnegie swimmer, Owen Strachan. The 13-year-old Owen Strachan is being headed now by the 14-year-old Finlay Deans. And Finlay Deans, well, will he take the City of Aberdeen into the lead? I think he might be able to, you know. He's right on the shoulder of Owen Strachan now, and Finlay Deans, well, this has been a sensational swim from the City of Aberdeen swimmer. We said, watch out for the teams coming from a long way back, and that's certainly what Finlay Deans has done. He brought himself up now into first position. Bolton Metro in second position, but City of Aberdeen will lead going into the final leg. Bolton Metro in second, Warrender in third, Carnegie now down in fourth position. Can they challenge the medal positions here? But a great swim here in the early stages of this leg by Craig Smith of City of Aberdeen, certainly stretching the lead that was given to him by Finlay Deans. Jamie McDonald goes for Warrender, Stephen Hancock for Bolton Metro, and on the final leg for Carnegie, James Beattie. And he now is being pressed by North Lanarkshire right next to him. Mark Hill going on the final leg for North Lanarkshire. So, a couple of private battles going on here. Carnegie and North Lanarkshire. They're side by side. Bolton Metro and Warrender, they're side by side. But in the meantime, the swimmer from Coast, Craig Smith, he is not troubled by anyone. He has 50 metres to go. The Coast team, they were down at the halfway stage. They, strong swimmers in the second half of this race, pulled them up into contention. Finlay Deans took them from fourth position through into first place. And Craig Smith from City of Aberdeen looks like he's taking them home. Warrender now with a great swim on that last leg. A real push for the Warrender swimmer, Jamie McDonald, to get him into second position. North Lanarkshire are now almost in third position now. Bolton Metro trying to hang on to a medal place now by the team from Coast. Craig Smith now for City of Aberdeen. He will come alongside his teammates on the side of the pool as they come down to the final half length now for City of Aberdeen. They look like they're going to take it. Warrender are going to take silver medal, but in fourth, Mark Hill, a great leg for North Lanarkshire, but City of Aberdeen will take it. They will take the gold. Warrender and North Lanarkshire will fight it out for the silver and bronze. Warrender will take it. Only just 8:42.06 for Warrender, 8:42.38 for North Lanarkshire. But they were all in the wake of the Coast team. The City of Aberdeen will take that one. Harry Delgarno, Lewis Howitt, Finlay Deans and Craig Smith.
So as the last of the swimmers come in that relay, Mark, turning to your home club there, the City of Aberdeen, the Coast team, you were saying what a super leg by Finlay, the irrepressible Finlay Deans, but Craig Smith in that last leg just looking absolutely solid.
Yeah, I mean that's just about the best I've ever seen his stroke. He was solid through that whole 200 and kept his nerve and finished it off well. So passionate at the end. It means so much to him getting that victory for the team. Not just doing it for himself, but for the whole team. He'll be absolutely delighted with that. Yeah,
there was hearty congratulations between the teammates there. Very, very proud of that victory. Tremendous. There you can see Craig Smith on your screens now, just bringing it home for the Coast team. And it was funny because Warrender were there, and then all of a sudden they weren't.
Yeah, then Finlay got in the water and blew them away, put Coast in such a good position and set it up for Craig brilliantly, got him out of the waves, gave him clear water to finish off that 200.
Let's quickly go to the girls 4x1 freestyle relay. And we shall quickly run through the lineup for you. South Ayrshire go in 1, M&B in 2, Warrender in 3, City of Aberdeen in 4, Carnegie in 5, East Lothian in 6, First in 7, Carnegie again in 8, South Aberdeenshire, I have been instructed to call them, go in 9, and West Lothian in 10. Paul Noble's back on commentary.
This time it's a 4x100 freestyle relay for the girls 15 to 18 years. It is the fastest heat. South Ayrshire swim team go in lane 1. They are a junior team, so watch out for them in lane 1. Milngavie and Bearsden in second in lane 2. Warrender Bath go in lane 3, also a junior team, I think the Warrender team. City of Aberdeen go in lane 4. Carnegie in 5. East Lothian in 6. Team from First in 7. Carnegie B team in 8. South Aberdeenshire in 9. And Swim West Lothian in lane number 10. Well, East Lothian it is, who led after the first 100. Raquel Matos, she went against Tame Bruce there. So I just wonder if it's going to be a real head-to-head here between these two great teams here, Carnegie and East Lothian. South Aberdeenshire in 3rd position at the moment, but a real head-to-head battle shaping up here between Carnegie and East Lothian. Carnegie now just with Kirsty Simpson taking the lead ahead of Emma Crawford. Kirsty Simpson just heading off Emma Crawford, but Emma Crawford hanging on well here. The lead looks like it is going to change hands, but not by much. In fact, Emma Crawford coming back here. That's good news for the East Lothian team. Still very, very tight here. It is going to be Carnegie. They will go over first. Kirsty Simpson taking them into a lead, but only a marginal lead, but a very good change over there for Samantha Colford. And she is ahead of Rachel Sharples. Those two teams, as we thought might happen, they are going head to head now. South Aberdeenshire in 3rd. Clear in 3rd in 2 minutes point 95 at the turn. Around about a half a second ahead of the team from Coast in lane number 4. But that lead has increased. But look at Carnegie now. It is Samantha Caulfield heading Rachel Sharples now. Will this lead be decisive as they go into the final leg? Well, it's Rachel O'Donnell and Gillian Clark. Is the lead for Carnegie going to be enough? You would imagine so, but it's all down to this final leg now. And Caulfield has opened up a lead of about 2 seconds for Carnegie against the East Lothian team. Very, very close for 3rd position. Warrender now moving into 3rd, and South Aberdeenshire in 4th position. But Carnegie now looks like they are going to have this one sewn up. The Carnegie team started with Tame Bruce, finished with Kirsty Simpson, Samantha Caulfield and Rachel O'Donnell on her way to the Commonwealth Games in a few weeks' time. Looks like she is going to have enough to hold off the challenge of Gillian Clark from the East Lothian team. It was a great tussle, as we thought it might have been, between these two teams. It is going to be Carnegie. They're going to take this one. Great battle for a 3rd position between Warrender and Coast. But Carnegie will take it in 3:51. East Lothian in 2nd. Coast coming alongside Warrender, very tight. Oh, and very close. Warrender will take it by a 1/10 of a second.
So, Mark, there we see replayed for us the end of an absolutely breathless session of swimming. Fantastic win for Carnegie. They'll be very pleased with that performance, in particular for me. Samantha, I thought Kirsty Simpson's leg was excellent to just get them edging the lead. Their takeovers were great, and Samantha Caulfield's third leg really set them on the path to victory.
Yeah, the third leg again really set them up for it. Set Rachel O'Donnell up for a great final leg. Samantha Caulfield just blasted away from the rest of the field and really set it up well for Rachel O'Donnell.
Oh, I just need a minute. I'm sorry, I need a second. We have, of course, the medal ceremonies still to come, and that will begin with the girls 10 to 14 4x2 100-metre freestyle relay, won by First. And a nice, lovely moment there on camera between the girls from Carnegie. A nice big hug, and then hugs for the other teams as well. It's just great spirit. Everybody loves a relay, and you know, the clubs all lined up down the far side of the pool and urging every swimmer on. The volume goes up. Paul Noble's voice disappears, and you know, the mist of all this that's going on around them. It's just like, it's a great atmosphere.
Yeah, it's all well and good winning races on your own, but winning it as part of a team, part of a relay is pretty special. You can't really replicate that. Swimming is such an individual sport, and the chance to swim in a relay really is priceless.
It really is. And here are the gold medalists from First. Dundee City Aquatics in bronze, South Lanark in silver. First with the gold, as the podium fills with proud medal winners. Let's just turn our attention to Twitter, just see what your reaction to some of these swims is. We'll start with Rachel Green, who loves the commentary, but SAS is South Aberdeenshire. I have been reliably informed. I shall not make that mistake again over the next 2 days. Carnegie's ruthless self-promotion continues, congratulating Jack Sharanek on his and his brother, of course, on his gold medal as well, and great team spirit in the 4x2. Warrender have been on as well, congratulating their swimmers, and Kathleen Proctor's on Twitter saying, at Hannah Mile 89, thanks for posing with Bryce. He looks one happy boy. So the dreams of a young boy fulfilled today. That's nice to see as well.
Yeah, always good. Always good to get a photo with Hannah. He'll be delighted.
You can see that picture on Twitter if you search for hashtag Snags14. So the gold medalist from City of Aberdeen on your screen at the moment, with the silver medalist from Warrender and the bronze medalists from North Lanark. Really impressive victory from the Coast team, and they pose for their photograph, looking very pleased with themselves as some colourful fans start to pack up and the venue starts to empty. I hope they'll stay behind to show their appreciation for the final medal winners of the evening in the girls 15 to 18 4x100 freestyle relay. And here they come now. So the Warrender team claim the bronze medal. The team of Kimberly Mackay, Ailsa Timoney, Katie Stark and Jordan Sturt, I think. East Lothian in second place, Raquel Matos, Emma Crawford, Rachel Sharples and Jill Clark.
I thought that might have been more of a challenge for Carnegie to win that final relay, but yeah, Carnegie put in a really good shift. East Lothian couldn't deal with them.
You're impressed with their takeovers?
Yeah, definitely been working with the takeovers. You got to push them as much as you can, and they definitely did. So
another fantastic performance from Carnegie. Tane Bruce ascends the podium to the top once again in this championship. This time she's accompanied by Kirsty Simpson, Samantha Caulfield and Rachel O'Donnell. And what a lovely image on which to end our coverage of this day of swimming. A dramatic day of swimming that's seen Scottish junior records, Scottish age group records, British age group records broken, rebroken, equalled. It's all happened here today at the Aberdeen Sports Village. My thanks, of course, to our event partners here at ASV, also to the sponsors, Scottish Gas, Speedo and Scottish Salmon, and to Sports Scotland for all their support in making both this event and the coverage of the event possible. We hope you have enjoyed the coverage at home. It's been a great pleasure having Mark and Kerry here. Their reaction alongside me off air has been as entertaining at times as the swimming in front of us. We're back on air tomorrow, just 5 or 10 minutes before the start of the first session at 8:45. Let's take a quick look at what's coming up in session 10. So, boys 1500 metre freestyle starts us off tomorrow morning. Girls 200 freestyle to follow that. Then the boys 100 breaststroke, the girls 100 backstroke, boys 200 butterfly, and then we're into the relays. The girls 15 to 18 4x100 medley relay, and the boys 15 to 18 4x100 freestyle relay. That's all coming up tomorrow, but as you see, the pool in front of us is emptying at a rapid pace, and we shall be following all of those, I'm sure, very satisfied spectators out of the door. So from myself, Jack McGill, from the production team, from Kerry and from Mark, thank you very much for watching, and we hope you have a very good evening.